जय राधा माधव कुंज
Sloka
बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ
bring your
गिरिवरधारी
attention to what is
जय
going on
राधा माधव
and
कुंज
identify
बिहारी गोपी जन
your relationship
वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी
always spell.
यशोदानंदन ब्रजजनरञ्जना यशोदानन्दन ब्रजजनरञ्जन यमुनतिरवनचारी यमुनतिरवनचारी जय राधा माधव कुञ्ज विहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन
गोपीजन
वल्लभ
वल्लभ कुञ्जरधारी
गिरिवरधारी यशोदानन्दन ब्रजजन
गिरिजन
जना यशोदानन्दन ब्रजजन रञ्जना यमुनातीरवनचारी हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे just 1 second please. जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रजजन रंजना यशोदानंदन ब्रजजन रंजन यमुना तीरवनचारी हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे राम हरे राम राम हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे राम हरे गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय राधारमण हरि गोविंद जय जय गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय नित्यानंद राम 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 नित्यानंद 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 गौरांग 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 नित्यानंद राम नित्यानंद राम नित्यानंद राम नित्यानंद राम हरिनाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की जय कलियुग पावन हरिनाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की जय अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय श्री वृंदावन धाम की जय श्री मायापुर धाम की जय भुवैकुंठ पंढरी धाम की जय श्री क्षेत्रपुरी धाम की जय Hare Krishna, can you all see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay, Haribol.
Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you all for joining online. Since we are in Vrindavan, I thought we'll sing a little bit of Vrindavan song. So last time we were discussing sitting in Hyderabad, we can think about Vrindavan, or sitting in Vrindavan, we can think about Hyderabad or our native place. So right now, I am little thinking about Hyderabad, even though I'm sitting in Vrindavan, seeing all of you. So let us bring back the consciousness. Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Jai Vrindavana Sri Govinda Gopinatha Madhana Mohana Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Jai Vrindavana Sri
Sri Govinda
Govinda
Gopi
Gopinatha Madhana Mohana
Mohan
Again, Jaya Radhe Jaya
Krishna
Vrunda Jaya Vrundavana Sri Govinda Gopinatha
Gopinada
Madhana Mohana Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhana Kalindi Jamuna Jaya Jaya Mahavan Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri
Giri
Govardhana
Govardhana
Kalindi
Kalindi
Jamuna
Jamuna
Jaya
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 Mahavan. I'll
Mahavan
sing two lines, you all follow them later. Kesi Ghata Bamsi Bhata Dvadasa Kanana Jaha Sabalila Koilo Srinanda Nandana Kesi Ghata
Gata
Bamsi
Vamsi
Bhata Dvadasa
Dvadasa
Kanana Jaha Sabalila
Balila
Koilo
Kailo
Srinandanandana Srinanda Yeshoda Jaya Jaya Gopagana Sridamadi Jaya Jaya Dhenu Vatsagana Srinanda
Jasoda
Yashoda Jaya Jaya Gopagana
Sri
Sridamadi Jaya
Damadi
Jaya
Jaya
Dhenu
Dhanuvatsagana
Vatsagana Jaya Vrishabhanu Jaya Kirtida Sundari Jaya Purnamasi Jaya Abhira Nagari Jaya
Jaya
Vrishabhanu
Vrishabhanu
Jaya
Jaya
Kirtida
Gita
Sundari
Sundari
Jaya
Jaya
Purnamasi
Purnamasi
Jaya
Jaya
Abhiranagari
Abhiranagari
Jaya Jaya Gopishvara Vrindavana Maja Jaya Jaya Krishna Saka Bhatu Dvijaraja Jaya
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 Gopishvara
Gopishvara
Vrindavana Maja
Jaya
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 Krishna
Krishna Saka
Saka
Bhatu
Bhakti
Dvijaraja
Vijayaraja
Jaya Rama Ghata Jaya Rohini Nandana Jaya Jaya Vrundavana Basi Jata Jana Jaya Rama
Jaya
Ghata
Bhagata
Jaya
Jaya
Rohini
Rohini Nandana
Nandana
Jaya
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 Jaya Vrundavana
Vrindavana
Basi
Vasi
Jata
Jata
Jana
Jana
Jaya Dvijapatni Jaya Naga Kanyagana Bhakati Tejahara Pailo Govinda Charana Jaya
Jaya Dvija Patni
Dvijapatni
Jaya
Jaya
Naga
Naga
Kanyagana
Kanyagana
Bhakti
Bhakati
Tejahara
Tejahara
Pailo
Pailo
Govinda
Govinda
Charana
Charana Sri Rasa Mandala Jaya Jaya Radha Shama Jaya Jaya Rasa Leela Sarva Manorama Jaya Rasa Mandala Jaya Jaya Radha Shama Jaya
Jaya Jaya
Jaya
Rasa
Rasa
Leela
Leela Sarva
Sarvamanurama
Manorama Jaya Jayojjvala Rasa Sarvarasa Sara Parakiya Bhave Jaha Brajete Prachara Jaya
Jaya Jayojjvala
Jayojjvala
Rasa
Rasa Sarvarasa
Sarvarasa Sara
Sara
Paravakiya
Parakiya
Bhave
Bhave
Jaha
Jaha
Brajate
Brajete
Prachara
Prachara Srijahnavapada Koriya Smarana Dina Krishna Dasa Kohe Nama Sankirtanam Srijahnavapada Padma Koriya Smarana
Dina
Dina
Krishna
Krishna
Dasa
Dasi
Kohe
Nama
Nama Sankirtana
Sankirtanam Jaya Radhi Jaya Krishna Jaya Vrundavana Sri Govinda
Govinda
Gopinatha Madhana Mohana Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Jaya
Vrindavan
Vrindavana Sri
Sri
Sri Govinda
Govinda
Gopinatha
Gopinatha
Madhana
Madhana
Mohana
Mohana Hare Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Rama
Rama
Hare
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 Rama
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 Hare Hare Everybody Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
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 Hare
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 Rama
Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama Rama
Rama
Rama
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
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 Hare Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama
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 Hare
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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Hare
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 Rama Hare
Rama
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 Rama Rama Hare
Hare
Hare Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Jaya Vrindavana Shri Govinda Gopinatha Madana Mohana Jaya Krishna Shri Shri Vrindavana Dhama ki Jai. Hare Krishna. So I would request each one of you to read one line of this song. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. Giridhar Prabhu, you want to start reading the first one?
Yes, Prabhu.
Meaning.
You want me to read the lyrics or the
Meaning, Prabhu, meaning.
Okay, Prabhu. Yes. Hare Krishna. All glories to Radha and Krishna and the divine forest of Vrindavana. All glories to the three presiding deities of Vrindavana, Sri Govinda, Gopinatha, and Madan Mohana.
Very good. Second one, Kishan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. All glories to Shyamakunda, Radhakunda, Govardhana Hill, and the Yamuna River, Kalindi. All glories to the great forest known as Mahavana, where Krishna and Balaram displayed all of their childhood pastimes.
Very good. Murhar Prabhu, can you read the third one?
All glories to Krishna, divine Father and Mother.
No, third one, Prabhu.
Okay. All glories to Kesi Ghata, where Krishna killed the Kesi Raman. All glories to the Vamsi Vata tree, where Krishna attracted all the gopis to come by playing his flute. All glories to all of the 12 forests of Vraja.
Raja.
These places, the son of Nanda, Sri Krishna, performed all his pastimes.
Very good. Who else are there? Maybe Satyanarayan Prabhu, can you read fourth one? Prabhu, మీరు mute లో ఉన్నారు Prabhu. You are on mute, Prabhu. You need to unmute.
Fourth one, sir.
Yes, Prabhu.
All glories to Krishna, divine Father and Mother, Nanda and Yashoda. All glories to the cowherd boys, headed by Sridhama, the older brother of Srimati Radha Rani and Ananga Manjari. All glories to the cows and calves of Vrija.
Manya, can you read the fifth one?
Prabhuji, I will read.
And the next one you can read, Mataji.
Yeah,
Manya.
okay.
All glories to Radha's divine father and mother, Vrisabhanu and the beautiful Kirtija.
Kirtida.
All glories to Paurnamasi, the mother of Sandipani Muni, grandmother of Madhumangala and Nandimukhi, and beloved disciple of Devarsi Narada. All glories to to the young cowherd maidens of Raja.
Very good. Next one, who is reading?
This is Shravani Prabhuji. I will read.
Mataji, please read that one.
All glories to Gopishwara Siva, who resides in Vrindavana in order to protect the holy Dham. All glories to Krishna's funny Brahmana friend, Madhumangala.
Vasantara Prabhu, can you read the seventh one? Prabhu, మీరు mute లో ఉన్నారు Prabhu. You are on mute, Prabhu. Saundarya Mataji, can you read the seventh one?
To Ramagata, where Lord Balarama performed his rasa dance. All glories to Lord Balarama, the son of Rohini. All glories to all of the residents of Vrindavana.
Very good. Next one, who can read?
Prabhuji,
Krishna
agree.
Prabhuji.
Okay, Mataji, please read.
All glories to the wives of the proud Vedic Brahmanas. All glories to the wives of the Kautilya serpent. Through pure devotion, they all obtain the lotus feet of Lord Govinda. Hare Krishna.
Next one,
Hare
Shankar
Krishna.
Prabhu. Read
Yeah,
Mataji.
all glories to the place where the rasa dance of Sri Krishna was performed. All glories to Radha and Shyam. All glories to the divine rasa dance, which is the most beautiful of all, Lord Krishna's pastime.
Next one, 10th.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Ma.
All glories to the mellow of conjugal love, which is most excellent of the all rasas and is propagated in Vraja by Sri Krishna in the form of the divine
Parakiya
Baba.
Paramorla.
Hare Krishna.
Last one.
11. Shankar, remembering the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda's consort, Sri Janava Devi, this very fallen and lowly servant of Krishna sings the Sankirtana of the holy name.
Very nice, Prabhu. Your avatar is very nice online, Shankar Prabhu. Very nice. Thank you all for joining on this beautiful morning. I am here in this cold weather wearing my heavy jacket. It's very cold here in Vrindavan. So it was an amazing trip. Suddenly I planned and I came here. All beautiful darshans. Very, very fortunate to have these beautiful darshans. Today in this holy dham, I'm making a prayer to Srimati Radharani Vrunda Devi that one day all of us from this group should come here and spend few days and take a beautiful darshan of this Vrindavan dham, knowing the katha of each place and taking darshan of all the deities.
Sure, Prabhu.
Hari Bol. Sure, Prabhuji.
Yes. नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी इति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददान्ति स्वापदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्ता नमोऽस्तु ते तप्त काञ्चना गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासादि गौरभक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नामिने गौरद्विषे नमः। नमः पंकजनाभाय नमः पंकजनाभिने नमः पंकजनेत्राय नमस्ते पंकजांग्रये। नमो ब्राह्मण्य देवाय गोब्राह्मणहिताय च जगद्हिताय कृष्णाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 राम
हरे हरे।
हरे।
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, everyone. Welcome back for joining. So today for a difference, we are doing online for everyone. I know there are some who are always joining online, but many of you have been coming in person to the Gautami Enclave. And today I didn't want to cancel the class, so I thought we'll just do it online and also see how is it going, so that we all can interact with each other going forward whenever required online. If at all anytime I'm traveling because of work or other reasons. So that's good. Haribol. So again, my Dandavad Pranam to everybody from Sri Vrindavana Dham. Prayers that we'll all be here one day, visiting all the temples, knowing more about Krishna Katha and developing that deep bonding to Vrindavan. In fact, Upadeshamrita says that one, in this entire world, the most important place is Mathura. And even after Mathura, the highest place is Vrindavana Dham. Even higher than Vrindavana Dham is the Govardhana Dham. Yes. And even higher than the Govardhana Dham is the Radha Kunda, which is basically the full of Radha Krishna's prema, and that is the highest place. So we all make plans to go to different parts of the world. We all want to go to Switzerland, we want to go Italy, we want to go to Maldives, we want to go to Andaman, we want to go to Thailand. People make so many plans to go to different places, but at least once in a lifetime, we should all make an attempt to come to Vrindavan and see this beautiful place. We should try to see this amazing place and see these stories. Acharyas keep saying that one, from an outside world, it looks very normal, like streets, cows walking around, roadside garbage, normal people throwing everything. With our normal eyes, we see this place is like any other small town or village. But Premanjana Churita Chakshura Vilochanena, that means if we have bhakti on our eyes, this place is not an ordinary place. This place is where Radha Krishna walked and is walking and will be walking all the time. It is an eternal place where all the pastimes of Radha Krishna happen. And this is a place of Madhurya Bhava, the highest Bhava with which we can connect to Krishna. So I just want to give a small experience. Last time when we were doing Govardhana Parikrama, there is one small temple near Kusum Sarovar called Radha Ban Bihari Lal Temple. Maybe Raghunandan Prabhu would have visited. So Radha Ban Bihari Lal Temple, we were around 4 o'clock taking darshan in that temple, and that Mataji was telling, please wait for 15 minutes, Radha and Krishna will come here for plucking the flowers. And I was just still thinking in a normal mind, yes, okay, Mataji, we'll wait and see. Then I realized I am not in that position to see them. But Mataji was talking as if In 10 minutes, she can see every day that Radha and Krishna coming and plucking the flowers and all. So she's an American body. Mataji is living in Vrindavan for the last 20, 25 years and serving in that temple. Ante Mataji is in that bhava that she is able to see Radha Krishna walking around, plucking flowers, playing kind of a thing. But normal people like me cannot see that one. So I just pray that all of us will have that kind of a bhakti that we can see in Radha Krishna with our eyes someday in some life. Hare Krishna, we are discussing chapter 3. I hope you are all able to follow online and there is no challenge. One small request, online doesn't mean we put it on and keep doing our work. Like how every week you are sitting in front of the system, in front of us and reviewing, listening. 1 second. I need to stop something. Okay. So like every week you are listening attentively. I wanted also to listen attentively with your Gita book, notebook, whatever it may be. So most important thing we discussed last week is we started from 24th sloka and went up to 32.
Hello.
Mai sarvani karmani sanyasadhyatma chetasa nirashir nirmamo bhutva yuddhasva vigatachvara. What was Krishna saying? Surrender all your work unto me. Surrender all your work unto me with full knowledge of me, knowing that I am the Sarvakarana Karana. Next condition, without expecting anything in return. Next, with no claims of proprietorship and free from lethargy. So, ఏ పనన్నా చేయాలనుకుంటే భగవంతుడు మనకి 5 కండిషన్స్ ఇచ్చాడు. ఫస్ట్ కండిషన్ ఏంటంటే that leave the entire work into me, leave the results to me, whether it's success or failure, leave it to me. Second point is with full knowledge of me. Ante we know that Krishna is Sarvakarana Karanam. We know that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Next, without expecting anything in return, surrender to him. And no claims of proprietorship that I am the doer. Nenu chesano, dinikanta karanam nenanu kadu. That Krishna is the proprietor. I am his servant. And free from lethargy. అంటే నాది కాదు కాబట్టి పని చేయకూడదని కాదు. స్టిల్ డూ యువర్ 100%, ఈవెన్ దో యు ఆర్ నాట్ ఎక్స్పెక్టింగ్ ఎనీథింగ్ ఇన్ రిటర్న్, ఈవెన్ దో యు ఆర్ కన్సిడరింగ్ దట్ యు ఆర్ నాట్ ద డూయర్ and you are surrendering everything to Krishna, still consider and still put your 100%. Generally, our nature is that if it is somebody's work, we don't put 100%. If it is our work, we try to put 100%. So Krishna is reminding us here, even though we are working for Krishna, we need to do our duties 100%. In that situation, if we follow in the Sloka 31, Krishna is telling that we will not have any bondage. That means karma manaki bandhinchadu, kotta karma antadu. We will not have any new reactions. Now question comes into the Prabhuji, I just cannot follow this Prabhu. I will work for myself. I will do for myself. I cannot give 100%. If I am working for myself only, I can give for 100%. But if I am working for Krishna, why should I do 100%? Then Krishna is telling in Sloka 32, in that situation, you are considered as befooled and ruined in the endeavors of perfection. Ante adhyatmika jeevitalo manam mundukellalemo. Krishna is making it very clear, if you cannot work for me in the mood in which I have explained, you cannot make progress spiritually. So if you want to make progress spiritually, work for me. Work without anything in expectations in return. Work that you are the doer and I am the master, and give your 100%. So actually chapter 3 is explaining about Karma Yoga. Chapter 3 is explaining that we need to work for Krishna. We need to work for Krishna. Everything, if you work for Krishna and leave all the results to Krishna, if you do not expecting anything in return, that is Karma Yoga, and that is where Krishna is going to take us further spiritually. Is it easy?
No.
Is it easy, Prabhu?
No.
No. But we have to practice every day. We have to practice every day. By sincere practicing every day, we will get to this stage of working for Krishna. Maybe we'll start working slowly that, okay, this is for Krishna. But we are not in full knowledge that Krishna is everything. Just, okay, by completing the entire Bhagavad Gita, we'll understand, my goodness, Krishna is everything. He is the Sarvakarana Karanam. Aham sarvasya prabhavo matta smritir jnanam apohanam cha. Aham bija pratahitaha. Everything comes under me. Slowly we understand Krishna is knowledgeable. But still, it is very difficult that without expecting anything in return. Okay, let us say that we have reached that stage, we will not expect anything in return. Now Krishna is telling, don't think that you are the proprietor, I am the proprietor. Krishna is the boss. We are his servant. Everything belongs to Krishna. That consciousness is the final one which we need to all develop. With that consciousness, if we are able to work, we will make sincere progress in the path of bhakti. Even materially also we will make progress, and none of us will carry any bondage. అంటే మనం ఏ కొత్త కర్మ బంధం లేకుండా భగవంతుడి దగ్గరికి చేరుకోగలుగుతాం. Now we'll continue from 33 today. సదృశం చేస్తతే స్వాస్య
సదృశం చేస్తతా
ప్రకృతిర్జ్ఞానవానపి
ప్రకృతిర్జ్ఞానవాన్ అపి
ప్రకృతిం యాంతి భూతాని
ప్రకృతిం యాంతి భూతాని
నిగ్రహ కిం కరిష్యతి.
నిగ్రహాత్ కిం కరిష్యతి.
I thought we will recite two times each sloka from today, because some people may not be able to follow the slokas. Sadrusham chestate swasya prakrutam gnanavanapi
ప్రకృతిర్జ్ఞానవాన్ అపి
prakrutim yanti bhutani
ప్రకృతిం యాంతి భూతాని
nigraha kim karishyati.
నిగ్రహాత్ కిం కరిష్యతి.
So now what Krishna is telling is, even a man of knowledge acts according to his own nature. What can repression accomplish? Because follows the nature he has acquired from these three modes. What can repression accomplish? So one of you, Kavita Mataji, can you read what is in Telugu? Or anybody who has the book?
ప్రతి ఒక్కరూ త్రిగుణముల నుండి తాము పొందిన స్వభావమునే అనుసరించరు. జ్ఞానవంతుడైన మానవుడు కూడా తన స్వభావములకు తగినట్లు కర్మ నొనరించు. అట్టి ఏడ నిగ్రహం ఏమి చేయగలరు.
Okay. So everybody is acting based on our nature. Everybody is acting based on our nature. Do you all agree with me?
Yes, bro.
How are we getting that nature? Somebody is very cool-headed, somebody is very calm, somebody is very aggressive, somebody is very angry, somebody is very down to earth, somebody is very arrogant. Like this, we are seeing people from childhood itself, we see different natures. Even school itself, forget about becoming 40s, 50s, even in school itself, we start seeing people having different natures. Where are we getting this nature?
పూర్వజన్మ వాసనల నుంచి ప్రభుజీ.
పూర్వజన్మ వాసనలు. We are all getting this from our previous lives. అనేక జన్మల నుంచి మనకు వస్తున్న వాసనలు బట్టి మనం ఒక్కొక్కళ్ళు ఒక్కొక్క రకంగా ఉన్నాం. This is the main aspect we are having. And we are behaving because of our nature. Our nature is driving our behavior. And sometimes we say this, no? I didn't want to do it, Prabhu, but I'm just doing it because na nature atwantidi. వద్దనుకున్నా నాకు కోపం వచ్చేస్తుంది. I'm trying my best, but still I get angry. So some people say that one. So what is that? One second. I will just try to make somebody co-host. Raghunandan Prabhu, are you active, or maybe one second? Kishan Prabhu, can I make you co-host?
Yes, Prabhuji.
I will make co-host. So if anybody is speaking, just mute them.
I'm unable to log in from my computer.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Just some people are generally talking in the background, just mute them. Okay. So we are all bound by our nature. Nature is dominating us and nature is influencing our behavior. And we are talking, we are acting, we are doing all these things just because of our nature. So what Krishna is telling is, everybody is bound by this nature and we are just behaving as per our nature. And how can we suppress our nature? It's very difficult. So how do we change our nature? Is it possible to change our nature?
Wait.
Is it possible to change our nature?
Yes, consciously trying every time.
Consciously trying every time. Okay. What else? How can we change our nature?
I think maybe in the path of bhakti, I think you can try to change that, Prabhu.
Yes. Path of bhakti is we can try to change the nature. Otherwise, it's very difficult to change the nature. If we are not making there is a spiritual angle and there is a material angle. Material angle is what Prabhuji Shankar Rao Prabhuji said that we have to consciously make an effort. And spiritual angle, Giridhar Prabhu said that we need to have a bhakti. So without the material angle and spiritual angle, without conscious effort and without bhakti, it is very difficult to control our nature. Otherwise, our nature will just, by default, it will start working. And we just cannot control that situation. So we have to consciously make an effort. Let's say, for example, a very, very short-tempered person. So next time when we wanted to control our short temper. So next time we make a conscious effort to control our short temper. Okay. కోపాన్ని ఎలా తగ్గించుకోవాలని ఆలోచించి ఒక నిమిషం వాళ్ళు చెప్పింది ఏదో విందాం, అవతల వాళ్ళు చెప్పింది ఏదో విందాం అని చెప్పి కాన్షియస్ అటెంప్ట్ చేసుకొని మనం కంట్రోల్ చేసుకుంటాం. లేకపోతే వి జస్ట్ గెట్ క్యారీడ్ అవే బై అవర్ నేచర్. సో ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆల్మోస్ట్ ఇంపాసిబుల్ టు చేంజ్ అవర్ నేచర్, బట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ పాసిబుల్ టు చేంజ్ అవర్ నేచర్ బై హోల్డింగ్ ద లోటస్ ఫీట్ ఆఫ్ కృష్ణ. So here he is saying that unless one is situated in the transcendental platform of Krishna consciousness, one cannot get free from the influence of the modes of material nature. Sattva rajas tamo gunalu. ఆ ఇన్ఫ్లుయెన్స్ నుంచి తప్పించుకోవటం ఎవరి వల్ల కాదు. ఎవరి వల్ల అవుతుంది? కేవలం భక్తుల వల్లే అవుతుంది. హూఎవర్ ఈస్ సరెండరింగ్ టు గాడ్, whoever is doing nama japa every day, only they can try to control their nature, try to control the influence of the three modes, sattva rajas tamo guna, like influence they can control. Otherwise it is extremely difficult to control. So one should not give up their occupational duties. One should not give up their prescribed duties and so-called become yogi. So Krishna has been telling always that let us continue to do our prescribed duty. What is prescribed duty? You remember we discussed last week. How do we know what is our prescribed duty? Hare Krishna, are you able to follow? Is online class okay? For some of you who are attending in person, are you feeling comfortable?
Yes, yes. It is Swadharma.
Swadharma. Jairaj Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Swadharma. Swadharma is our original dharma. For example, my nature, basically that my varna is a Brahmana. Let's say if my varna is a Brahmana, that means I behave as per Brahmana. What is Brahmana's main duty? To distribute the Vedic culture, to stay as per Dharma, to preach Dharma. This is my nature. I better stick to my nature. Actually, one Prabhuji in ISKCON, I forgot his name. He is writing a book on Varnashrama Dharma and choosing the career path. We will discuss that later on, maybe in the coming slokas. So, if you try to behave as per your nature, you are natural. If you are trying to behave as per somebody's nature, it is not natural to us. Next sloka. Indriye srindriyasyast arte. Indriyasyarte. Indriyasyendriyasyarte. Ragadvesho vyavastito. Tayornavasham agachet. Tauhi asya paripantino. Indriyasyendriyasyarte. Ragadvesho vyavastito. Tayornavasham agachet. Tauhi asya paripantino. Okay. So, Indriyas, Endriyas, Arte. Indriya, actually this word is little tongue twisting. Kalpe said, Krishnudanni, he has joined many words. Indriyas, Endriyas, Arte. So, there are principles to regulate attachment and aversion pertaining to the senses and their objects. One should not come under the control of such attachment or aversion because they are stumbling blocks on the path of self-realization. So what is Krishna telling is, what is our nature? If we like something, we like it. If we don't like something, we hate it. Prabhuji, I like sweets. Prabhuji, example I'm telling. Prabhuji, I hate kakarkai. I don't like this one. Karela, I don't like Prabhu. I like this kind of movies, I don't like this kind of movies. I like this kind of books, I don't like this kind of books. I like this kind of people, I don't like this kind of people. Our mind is blocked into like that, no? I like, I don't like, I want, I don't want. Our mind is partitioned into the four parts. I like, I don't like, I want, I don't want. It is partitioned into these four walls. And our mind is always thinking in this direction. నాకు ఇది ఇష్టం కాబట్టి చేస్తాను, నాకు ఇది ఇష్టం లేదు కాబట్టి చేయను. Krishna is telling, don't have these extreme features. Don't have this attachment. Don't have this aversion. Raga, dvesha, vyavasthitam. నాకు అది ఇష్టం వద్దు, నాకు అది అయిష్టం వద్దు. So Krishna is asking us to be balanced because both attachment and aversion creates bondage. I told you a story of a person who was hating Muslims all his life. He's a strict Hindu. He was hating Muslims all his life. In his next life, he was given a body of a Muslim because he was hating. So you may not like their methods, but there's no point in hating. So you hate something. Krishna will give you that. Krishna will put you into that situation. So hate is also dangerous for us. Attachment is also dangerous. నాకు ఇది చాలా ఇష్టం, నాకు ఇంకా కావాలి, ఇంకా కావాలి, అది కూడా బంధమే. నాకు ఇది వద్దు, నాకు అసహ్యం, అది కూడా బంధమే. So Krishna is telling, be away from hate, be away from attachment. Be away from attachment, be away from aversion. Because they are the stumbling blocks on the path of the stumbling blocks on the path of the self-realization. Anybody who is trying to advance in the path of bhakti, both raga, dvesha, both attachment, aversion are difficulties. We have to avoid them. So we have to try to be balanced. We have to try to go beyond this aversion and attachment. Nakaduddu, nakadi kaval, ante kaadu. We have to start accepting whatever comes on our way. Everything as Krishna Prasadam. For example, you don't like something. You don't like as a particular nature, but Krishna made you marry a certain woman and she's exactly of that nature you don't like. You have to accept it as a Krishna Prasadam and then start moving. You don't like certain job. Krishna has put you into that job. You don't like that certain situation, but Krishna has put you into that situation. Everything we have to start accepting and moving forward kind of a thing. So attachment, aversion are dangerous. See, generally we are very busy with the sense enjoyment. Always enjoying is our nature. Is sense enjoyment good? Extreme sense enjoyment, is it good? We discussed last few times also. అది మంచిదా కాదా?
No, Prabhu.
No, Prabhu. So extreme sense enjoyment is not good because that will encage us. అది మనని బంధిస్తూ ఉంటుంది. So this entire society is built on sex enjoyment. Actually, senses enjoyment, korika, kama means two meanings, both desire as well as sexual needs. If you observe today in the market, movies, films, social media, conversations between young people, posters, advertisements, everything around us is encouraging the sexual intent between male and a female. Do you agree that one?
No.
Yes, Prabhu.
Everything around us, if you look at it, few people meet, that's what they are talking. You watch a movie, that is there. You watch a TV serial, that is there. You try to open a magazine, that is there. You open Times of India, more than news, you see about film heroines, celebrities, what is happening in their private life and all kinds of things. So, ivala mana society anta, it is running around the attraction between male and a female. It is running attraction between the male and female. Actually, there is a Saubari Muni. Yesterday, I went to a place called Ramtal. Saubari Muni, I am a kind of what Saubari Muni was thinking. If I am here, I am getting attracted by the females. So I am getting disturbed with my tapas. So let me go underwater and do my tapas. And he was doing tapas underwater. Then he saw one male and female fish kissing each other, running around and playing. And his mind got agitated. He came out. He married 50 women. He had children. And then he continued his life like that one. So just going underwater doesn't mean that It will stop you from that kind of a distraction. This distraction is everywhere. This distraction is everywhere. Everywhere you go, there is distraction. People coming together, they try to disturb us. The sense enjoyment is so deep. So long as we are in this material body, the necessities of the bodies are always there. That means మనం మనిషి జీవితంలో ఉన్నప్పుడు శరీరానికి కావలసిన కోరికలు బేసిక్ థింగ్స్ ఆర్ ఆల్వేస్ నీడెడ్. వి వాంట్ ఫుడ్, వి వాంట్ క్లోతింగ్, వి వాంట్ షెల్టర్. దీస్ బేసిక్ థింగ్స్ ఆర్ ఆల్వేస్ రిక్వైర్డ్ ఎవ్రీ డే ఇన్ అండ్ డే అవుట్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ ఎ థింగ్. బట్ can we get carried away with that sense enjoyment? Okay, husband and wife are there. Maybe they want to come together and enjoy their marital life, sex life. Okay, that is acceptable by the Krishna. But is that everything? Are you getting married only for the purpose of that? No. Krishna is not telling don't get married only for that purpose. Okay, maybe sex life is a part of your marriage, but a boy and a girl are coming together to connect to Krishna. A boy and a girl are coming together to lead a grihastha ashrama, to lead a proper ashrama, and to work together to go to Krishna. So Krishna is asking us to control both attachment and aversion. Sense enjoyment is a part of life, but sense enjoyment is not everything in life. It is a part of life, not everything in life. Next sloka. This is a very important sloka for us. Sreyan swadharmo viguna.
Sreyan swadharmo viguna.
Paradharmat swa anushtitat.
Paradharmat swanushtitat.
Swadharme nidhanam shreya.
Swadharme nidhanam shreya.
Paradharmo bhayavaha.
Paradharmo bhayavaha.
Anybody want to repeat this sloka line by line?
Yes, sir. I would like to.
Please, Prabhu.
Shreyan swadharmo vigunaha.
Sweyam swadharmo vigunaha. Line by line, Andy.
Paradharmat swanushthitat.
Paradharmat swanushthitat.
Swadharme nidhanam shreya.
Swadharme nidhanam shreya.
Paradharmo bhayavaha.
Paradharmo bhayavaha. So Krishna is saying here, it is far better to discharge one's prescribed duties even though faultily than taking up others' duties perfectly. Distraction in the course of performing one's own duty is better than engaging in others' duties, for to the follow another's path is dangerous. So Krishna is saying that follow your nature, follow your path. Let's say your nature is a Kshatriya, be like a Kshatriya. Let's say your nature is a Vaishya, be like a Vaishya. Let's say your nature is a Sudra, be like a Sudra. Don't try to act as per others, this one. So Prabhuji, I am not able to do my job properly as per my nature. It is okay. Even though you are not able to do your job properly, if you are able to do your job, if you are taking a job as per your nature, it is okay to do it in an average way rather than doing perfectly of somebody's job. I'll try to give a small story. Maybe we'll try to connect and understand. It may not give the exact meaning. So there is one Dhobi. You might have heard this story in your childhood. There is one Dhobi. He has a dog and he has a donkey. So one day there was a thief trying to come in. So then the dog barked. Immediately the Dhobi walked up and then he saw the thief there and he thanked the dog. He said, "Thank you very much, the dog." And next day he gave a nice feast to the dog because it helped him to catch the thief. So after a few days, again another thief came in. Then this time, dog was little relaxed. Then the donkey thought, last time when the dog barked, the Dhobi came and he rewarded. So now what I'm going to do is, I have been anyway working hard day in, day out. So now I want to relax tomorrow. So maybe he'll ask me not to work. So it started making big sound. And donkey sound is very annoying, especially in the middle of the night. And so Dhobi got up and he has beaten the donkey crazily, saying that you are disturbing my sleep, and went back to the sleep. So ఏం జరిగింది? అందుకని అంటారు కుక్క చేయాల్సిన పని కుక్క చేయాలి, గాడిద చేయాలని తెలుగులో అంటుంటారు. సో ఇక్కడ మన గాడిద ఏం చేసింది? నేను యజమాని నేను లేపుతాను అని ఓండ్ర పెడతాం మొదలెట్టింది రాత్రి అంతా. యజమాని డిస్టర్బ్ అయి దాన్ని కొట్టి వెళ్ళి పడుకున్నాడు. So just we are trying to understand from here, let the dog do its job, let the donkey do its own job. So we connect from this example. So if we are able to choose our job based on our nature, I was just telling that one ISKCON Prabhu, he has written a book called Career Dharma. I will search that and share with you. So basically, if you have you seen that some people are very good in their job, some people are not very good in their job. If it is aligned to their nature, it is people are very good. For example, somebody their nature is like Kshatriya. So if they are like leaders, and if they are like sales leaders, if they have targets, they aggressively make it happen. But for example, somebody's nature is like a Brahmana. If they are made head of sales, they will not do their job extremely well. They will suck. They will struggle. They hate the targets. They cannot run around. So Krishna is saying that please choose a job as per your nature. That is what we need to understand. Then we'll be able to do well. So coming back to this sloka, Krishna is telling that work as per your nature. Even though you are not able to do it perfectly, it is acceptable provided you are doing a job as per your nature. And there is no point in picking up somebody else's job. There is no point in picking up working as per some other nature. So if you are a Shudra, what does Shudra mean? I think Shudra, when we use the word, it is generally considered as wrong, derogatory anukuntar. Shudra ante meaning entandi?
Serving other people.
Serving other people.
other varnas.
Exactly. Shudra means serving other varnas. For example, your nature is an excellent executor. వేరే వాడు చెప్పింది మీరు పర్ఫెక్ట్గా చేస్తారు, మీకు ఇంక ప్రాబ్లం లేదు. సిన్సియర్, యూ డోంట్ నీడ్ టు యూజ్ యువర్ బ్రెయిన్. సంబడి టోల్డ్ మీ డూ దిస్ వన్, యు ఆర్ గోన్ డూ దట్ వర్క్ 100% పర్ఫెక్ట్లీ. సో యువర్ నేచర్ ఇస్ దట్. సో వర్క్ లైక్ దట్ వన్. Don't try to become a Kshatriya. Don't try to become a manager and get into problems. I know there are so many people in my IT sector. There used to be some guys. They used to tell me, please don't promote me as a manager. I don't want that headache. I don't want. I can do any amount of individual contributor role, but don't make me a manager. Because management is not their cup of tea. So some people like, that's what Krishna is telling. Shreyan swadharmo viguna paradharmat swa anushtitat swadharme nidanam shreya paro dharmo bhayavaha. Krishna is telling following others' dharma is dangerous. Any idea why is Krishna telling this one? Why is Krishna telling following other dharma is dangerous?
Prabhuji, as this sloka says, follow your own nature. That means somebody is interested, or nature-wise, a person is contributing for knowledge and sharing knowledge and teaching knowledge, or something is teaching. So that means the person's nature is Brahmana.
Yes.
But we have what we could see, we have linked it to the birth kind of thing now in the society.
Yeah.
So by birth you are a Brahmana, by birth you are a Shudra and all. That's how we have linked, or maybe post Britishers this was all introduced that way.
Correct,
So
Mataji.
that is what is creating problem. Most of us who are in the job field these days are not doing the way, not doing the job or employed as per our nature.
Correct.
So that is what is probably creating issues. Most of these people you will see after 40s and all, they think that whatever I have not done anything, I have not achieved anything, in spite of being highly paid and being at an accomplished place.
Yes.
So there is lot of confusion in these lines, and that is why Krishna has told follow your nature, which we have not been doing.
Correct.
So far. This is what is my observation.
Correct. So, for example, Mataji, just continue on your example. Let's say there is a person whose nature is Brahmana.
Yeah.
That means he's good in very teaching.
Correct.
But he will think that, okay, if I teach in my village or my small town, I will get only 25,000, 30,000. But if I go to Hyderabad, learn some software, maybe I can go to US and I'll make lakhs of rupees, or I'll make so many dollars.
Correct.
And they'll run after that one. They'll run after they are making money, but they don't have satisfaction.
Exactly, sir. That's what I was about to tell.
Exactly.
There is no satisfaction.
There is no satisfaction.
all of us have done similar way
Yes.
just to earn money. This
Yes.
is what has been so the entire system also is revolving around that. You teach children so that they will go and earn some money in IIT. By going to IIT they will earn money, but the person's nature may be sports and not interested for IIT, something like that.
Yes,
So a
absolutely.
lot of confusion.
Yes, Mataji. Actually, when I went first to the Europe and US, actually I liked the culture to some extent because people were pursuing their habits and their
Yes.
passions. I've seen one gentleman, I've seen all kinds of, I've seen one very young person who was fully focusing on learning music. And I have seen one 79-year-old man who was doing COBOL programming. He was the
Right.
IT side person, and on the other side, and he was 79 and he was still coming to office and doing COBOL programming. We were trying to do a program where we are trying to migrate the data from legacy system into a new system, and he was doing all the extraction programs and give me work, and I'm trying to move into the new system. And he was doing extremely well, 79, enjoying, bubbling, very happy. He even came on a weekend. Usually Americans generally don't come on a
They
weekend to
don't
work.
come.
That's why they hire Indians, because we work day and night like donkeys. Mhm.
Donkeys.
Right? So, but in India, everybody want to be an IIT, everybody want to be a doctor or something like that. So
Yes.
nobody is trying to think about satisfaction. Nobody is trying to think what is aligned with my job. And even people are also under social pressure. Let's say somebody is a good artist. Maybe if they join some design course or something, they might be okay with that one. But they are under social pressure that then I will get average salary. All my friends are under higher salary. Then I will be under a problem. I remember some years back, some years back, there was a guy who came to me. He's a Rajasthani guy. He came to me and said that, "Sir, mera salary bada do. Please increase my salary." So I told him, "Why do you want the salary? Why do you want me to increase the salary now?" And I was explaining. He said, "Mera behan ka salary more than me, and I am unable to take the pressure at home." So he was feeling so bad at home. Just give me 1 minute. I just need to connect the battery. No, that person was feeling a lot of insult. He's saying that in my house we are 3 software engineers and only I am the lowest paid, and I'm feeling very uncomfortable. So please, mera salary bada do. Can you understand the reason? Can you analyze the reason? His salary increase he is asking not because he deserves, not because he feels that he is higher qualified or something. He wants higher salary just because among the 3 brothers and sisters in the house, he is lowest paid, and he is finding insulted in his own family. ఆయన కుటుంబంలోనే he is feeling insulted. So I don't know, I told this example before. My niece, she got a job. She called me saying that, "Mamaya, I got a job. I'm so excited." I said, "Congratulations. Very nice. Very nice." So evening I called her to find out how is she celebrating. She's almost crying. I asked her, "Why are you crying?" She said, "My friend got a higher salary than me." Entire happiness is gone. మొత్తం ఆనందమంతా పోయింది. I thought she might be partying with her friends in some restaurant or a cafe. They're enjoying అని నేను అనుకుంటే she's crying just because of she got less salary than her friend. అంటే ఆనందం అంతా పోయింది just because of comparison and expectations kind of a thing. So let us try to understand, Prabhujis and Matajis, that Krishna is telling very clearly, let us not come under this social pressure. Let us not come under this artificial pressure. Let us go by our nature. మన నేచర్కి సరిపడా మన ఉద్యోగం మనం చేసుకుంటే we'll become happy and we'll become inner satisfied. So Krishna is telling that Swadharmo Vignuha. Do your job which is aligned by your nature. And connecting back to the, why did Krishna tell this one? What is the core context? Why did Krishna tell this sloka?
Prabhuji, probably if you are self-satisfied and all, your consciousness towards Krishna will be much better. I mean, you will
Very
be able
good
to
point.
concentrate on that side more rather than getting entangled with this aspect.
Yes, very good
Yeah.
point. And
And I also think,
Saundarya
Prabhuji,
Mataji, Chappandi.
like if we are perfect in one thing, if we do that, we'll do it in less time and we can focus on the main areas. If we try to imitate other jobs, or if we want to compare ourselves and do what others are doing, we'll be wasting our time in doing that. That too, we don't know how to do it, and we'll lose our life in process of doing that. We'll lose
Absolutely.
ourselves in that process.
Absolutely. Sagar Prabhu, you have any point on this one?
Prabhuji, I have one point, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhu, like suppose if I can do something, so I probably can produce more results in that. If I can't do something and still I'm forced to do that, probably the outcome would be the very less, Prabhu.
Absolutely. You are gonna waste your entire life trying something to achieve.
Yes.
Perfect. And
Prabhuji, can I add something?
Yes, Mataji, Chappandi.
When we do something as per our nature, we are self-satisfied, and inner satisfaction and happiness is much more, and we'll be able to put our soul into it.
Yes.
So that is where, when we put the soul and happiness is there, the health is also will also be good.
Yes.
In that way, our path will be very smooth, and we will be ultimately, intrinsically, will be in the Krishna conscious path. We don't need to, do any conscious effort. I feel so.
Perfect.
It'll just go hand in hand with our life.
Perfect. We don't need to take a diabetes tablet and a blood pressure tablet every day.
Yeah.
In a simple way, what you said, Priyanka Mataji, very good point. You are trying to work as per your nature. You are less under stress, and all points are very nice. Actually, Giridhar Prabhu said that you are able to achieve more. Some people, Lopa Mataji said that inner satisfaction is very good. So inner satisfaction helps us to do more and not to run around kind of things. Very nice. All of you said amazing points actually. So now I'm connecting back to the core context. Why did Krishna tell this one? Krishna told this from the core context to Arjuna. What is Arjuna telling? I will not fight. What is Arjuna's nature? Kshatriya. But what is he telling? He is telling like, I will become like a Brahmana. I will go and do tapas. I will go to forest and do vanaprastha. Or he's saying that I will beg in 4 streets.
Yeah, he'll beg, he said.
So if a person like Arjuna begs and somebody says, Paikellu, Mallira ante ventane, he will take his sword and cut that lady's head. What is his nature? His nature is not like begging nature. No, his nature is like Kshatriya Dharma. He can fight. He's a warrior. His nature is a warrior. How can a warrior become like a beggar? Amma Mada Kolam Talli. Many Telugu people might have heard this word, Mada Kolam Talli. Chinnappudu vinuntaru.
Babu Mohan
ante. Innara ee word?
Yes, Prabhu.
You know what is that exact word, Mada Kolam?
No, bro.
Anybody knows the meaning of Mada Kolam? It is actually Madhava Kavalam. Kavalam ante Muddha. Madhava ante God. So earlier people, before eating, they used to keep one big size food outside. They used to keep it on a separate plate, offering like a Krishna, and then give it to any beggars. That's called Madhava Kavalam. That means you kept aside on behalf of the God, and any beggar who comes and knocks your door, you will feed them. That Madhava Kavalam has become Madha Kolam Talle. Over a period of time, it has become like that. So anyway, we spent considerable time. This is a very important sloka. And a lot of young people, I think we should encourage Prabhuji's, Mataji's, your children. Please, I know some of us, our life is already to a large extent over. We are doing some or the other job which is not as per our nature, and probably we didn't have a choice now. But at least let us encourage our children to do the job as per their nature, so that they feel more successful, more accomplished, more contented, and they have more quality time toward God consciousness. Next.
Yeah, but just want to add, like all the parents, they should identify the children's nature and try to encourage in that path.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
That is important, because especially the devotees, they can make a change in their
Correct.
life,
Correct.
not by peer pressure. Yeah.
Yes. So, what is the ultimate aim of the all Varnashrama Dharma? Why did Krishna created these 4 types? Is he trying to discriminate the society? Is Krishna's intention is to create discrimination, create caste problems, create fights among castes?
No, in fact, he is even more clarifying it. As per the nature, it is very, very simple. Probably it is simple and very clarifying.
Yes,
But
exactly.
we have made it complicated. Krishna has not made it complicated.
We
Never.
have identified caste by birth. That is the biggest
By
problem.
birth, that is the major problem, not by the karma or nature.
Correct, correct. So, guna karma vibhagaya ante guna karma. Guna means nature, karma means the activities. Krishna has divided into the 4 orders: Kshatriya, Vaishya, Brahmana, Sudra. These are 4 by karma and guna, not by birth. That is the exact point which Raghunandan Prabhu said, that we are not doing by the birth. Krishna created this so that there is a peace. So that there is a peace. Evaru chese pani vallu chestaru. Some people are good in leading the society. Brahmanas, they will lead that one. They will give jnana. There are some people who are extremely good in taking care of this one. They are like Kshatriyas. They will fight. They will protect. There are some people who are good in business. They will run business. They will do go seva and all. And there are some people who will follow the other 3 people, because everybody needs support. King needs support. Vaishyas need support, Brahmanas need support. So 4th community, he said, you support everybody. So that one, దాన్ని ఏంటి extrapolate చేసి ఏం చేశారు? Brahmana started behaving like, no, we are higher caste, you are lower caste. And they started doing all kinds of nonsense. Not only Brahmanas, even other higher caste, they were telling, we are higher caste, you are lower caste. So you stay aside, untouchability, all these, మేము తాగి నీళ్లు మీరు తాగకూడదు. All kinds of nonsense started some years ago. And then it has become like a social big problem. And many freedom fighters fought for it. And now what happened? People are paying the price. Now there are many communities which hate Brahmanas.
Yeah.
Tamil Nadu, if you say the word Brahmana, people hate it.
Prabhu, I just
please.
share one, in fact, this is a fact, Prabhu. Basically, it happened in Tamil Nadu only, where there is a Brahmana community. They constructed a wall separating one section of the community completely for decades and decades. So then thereafter, I think those people approached some authorities or courts, and they gave the direction to demolish that wall.
Okay.
So that's how they behaved with the other people there.
That's true.
It came in news just a few months back.
That is true. It's sad, Prabhu. Brahmanas are supposed to know Bhagavad Gita properly. If they themselves have misinterpreted Bhagavad Gita, who will know? Brahmanas are supposed to understand Bhagavad Gita thoroughly, and they should explain it to the other Varnas, so that everybody, Krishna has created a peaceful coexistence. Andaru కలిపి ఉండాలి. ఎవరి పని వాళ్ళు చేసుకుంటూ, ఎవరి ధర్మాన్ని వాళ్ళు నిర్వర్తించుకుంటూ సమాజంలో అందరూ ముందుకెళ్ళాలి. And the ultimate aim for the Varnashrama Dharma is everybody has to connect to Krishna. You are a Brahmana, connect to Krishna. You are a Kshatriya, still connect to Krishna. You are a Vaishya, connect to Krishna. You are a Sudra, connect to Krishna. Anni varnalu, koti vidyalu kuti korake annattu, final ga all varnas are to connect to God only. So, if the end goal is not achieved, Prabhuji, I am a perfect Brahmana, but I don't believe in God. What is the use of it? Prabhuji, I am a perfect Kshatriya. I take care of all these things extremely well, but I don't have respect for God. What is the use of it? So, all Varnas eventually, Vedas have created these Varnas so that everybody work together in a coexistential way, in a coordinating way. That is what Krishna was telling. Let's continue to the next sloka. Arjuna uvacha.
Arjuna uvacha.
Atah kena prayuktoyam.
Atah kena prayuktoyam.
Papam charati purusha.
Papam charati purusha.
Anichan api varshneya.
Anichan api varshneya.
Balad iva niyojitaha. Anybody want to recite this sloka again?
Yes, sir.
Haribol, cheppandi.
Atakena prayuktoyam सोऽयं
अतर्केन प्रयुक्तोऽयं
पापं चरति पूरुषः
पापं चरति पूरुषः
अनिच्छन्नपि वार्ष्णेय
अनिच्छन्नपि वार्ष्णेय
बलादिव नियोजितः
बलादिव नियोजितः. Actually, now Krishna from point 36 to last sloka 43, in the next 7 slokas, Krishna is trying to explain about very, very important point. Chala important point Krishna is telling. Everybody please kindly pay attention. It is very, very important. I had this question many years ago. Until I opened Bhagavad Gita, I was surprised Krishna answered this point. Arjuna said, by what is one impelled to do sinful acts even unwillingly as if engaged by force? నాకు తప్పు చేయాలని ఇష్టం లేకపోయినా నేను ఎందుకు తప్పు చేస్తున్నాను? Why somebody is doing repeated mistakes? Okay, somebody is intentionally doing mistakes, I understand. But there are some people who say, I don't want to do it, but still they do it. Some of you might have also felt in your own life. మీరు చేయకూడదు అనుకున్నా కూడా కొన్ని పనులు చేసేస్తున్నారు. అవునా? You are not able to control. You feel you are helpless. Arjuna is asking, why is that, Krishna? Why is it happening? Why is it that we are feeling helpless? We don't want to do sins, but we are doing sins. Endukala jarta unwilling. Edo somebody is as if forcing us from behind. That if you don't do this mistake, I will kill you annattuga. Why are they doing it? Somebody who is a thief, he want to control that, but he is still doing. Somebody goes to a prostitute house, he want to control that, but he still keep doing it. He is unable to control. Somebody is doing some kind of a mistake every day. Somebody want to stop eating non-veg, but he is unable to stop. Why? ఈ తప్పులు ఎందుకు జరుగుతున్నాయి? Although a living entity does not want to act in sin, he is still forced to act. Sinful actions are not impelled by super soul, but due to the other cause. What is the reason, Prabhu? I know Krishna answered in the next sloka, but before opening the next sloka, anybody has any idea? Why are we compelled? ఏదో ఎవరో మన వెనకాల తరుముతున్నట్టు మనం తప్పులు ఎందుకు చేస్తున్నాం?
Because of our bondage.
Because of our bondage.
గత జన్మ వాసనల
గత జన్మ వాసనలు.
Because of our desires, more and more desires.
More and more desires.
Our inner
Maybe
desires.
comparison.
Sagar Prabhu?
Yeah, our inner desires and urge overpowers our intelligence. I think it will
Perfect. Our inner desires are overpowering our intelligence. Perfect answer. So our desires are so intense. Our desires made our nature. Actually, all your answers are correct. They are interrelated. Like somebody said desires, somebody said our nature, or somebody said vasana. Vasanas means impressions coming from the past life. They're all connected. See, I keep asking this question so many times. Why are we taking birth? There are 2 reasons.
Karma.
Unfulfilled desires and karma.
Karma, korika. So we have desires in this life. Because of certain desires, we acted in certain way. Because we acted in certain way, we got karmic reactions. And because of the karmic reactions, we got next body accordingly. Antena, is this the cycle?
Yes.
Is this the cycle?
Yes.
This is a simple cycle. So for example, somebody has like horrible desires that he wanted to enjoy with so many women. That is his desire, uncontrolled desire. And he was doing that. Instead of one wife, he was just trying to be with so many women. Okay, that is his desire. Because of his desire, he has done his actions. He has been with many women. And because of the desires, now Krishna has given him next life a dog body. Because of in the dog body, there is no discrimination. అది తెలుగులో అంటారు కదా, వావి వరుసలు లేకుండా కుక్కల్లా బిహేవ్ చేస్తున్నారంటారు. So dogs have no relations. They can go around with any female dog, any male dog will go around. And they do the act of sex in public. There is nothing called private for a dog. అలా ఎందుకు జరుగుతుంది? So somebody who is having such kind of intense thing, does all kinds of nonsense, Krishna has given that kind of a dog body. And we are suffering. So desire is the main reason for all our problems. And desire is making us mad. Entire Mahabharata war happened because of desire of two people. One is actually three people.
Dhritarashtra.
Who are those three people? Why did Mahabharata war happen? There are three people behind it.
One is Dhritarashtra.
One
Other
is
one,
Duryodhana.
Duryodhana.
Shakuni.
Who is the third person? He is the main actor,
Krishna.
chief director, Kada
Bhishma.
Matalu
Krishna,
Darshakatvam.
Krishna.
Kada Matalu, action, screenplay,
Krishna.
Darshakatvam, Dustulu, costume design, music, everything, story, screenplay. Krishna wanted it.
Krishna.
Krishna wanted to do a mass cleaning job.
Yes.
He wanted to clear lakhs of the negative people in one go. That is his highest desire. But who acted as per him? Dhritarashtra. Greed. You remember the first sloka, Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre Samaveta Yutsavaha Mamaka Pandavas Shaiva Kimakurvata Sanjaya. Do you remember we studied this in our last life?
Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
Only 4 months back, not last life. September. Only 4 months back. So let us not forget first, second chapter. Today Krishna permits, we'll complete third chapter. So let us not forget third chapter as we start fourth chapter. Third chapter is little critical. Koncham detailed ga anipistu untundi. So much of psychology Krishna has put into this one. So 36 sloka, Arjuna is asking, what is
Prabhuji,
forcing us? What is
Prabhuji, can I
making
add
us
something?
mad? Now Krishna is answering. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha
Shri Bhagavan Uvacha
Kamayesha Krodayesha
Kamayesha Krodayesha
Rajo Guna Samudbhava
Rajo Gunasamudbhava
Samudbhava
Mahashano Mahapapma
Mahashano Mahapapma
Viddiyenam Ihavairinam.
Vidyenam Iha Vairinam.
Anybody can recite this?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. Giridhar Prabhu, please.
Kama Esha Krodha Esha
Kamayesha Krodayesha
Rajo Guna Samudbhava
Rajo Guna Samudbhava
Mahasano Mahapapma
Mahashano Mahapapma
Vidyenam Iha Vairinam.
Viddiyenam Ihavairinam.
Vairinam.
Manya, you also want to recite? Yeah, please.
Sri Bhagavanuvacha
Sri Bhagavanuvacha
Ama Esha Krodha Esha
Kama Esha Krodha Esha
Guna Samudbhava
Rajo Guna
Rajo Guna
Samudbhava
Mahasano Mahapapma
Mahashano Mahapapma
Kenam Iha Vairinam
Viddiyenam
Vidyenam
Ihavairinam.
Iha Vairinam.
So, anyway, paper leaked. Some of you have already answered. Krishna is saying the same thing. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, it is lust only, Arjuna. It is lust. Lust. Lust means two meanings, both meanings. One is desire and second one is sexual inclination towards the opposite sex. But let us take the higher meaning, which is the deep, intense desires. And how are these desires born? Which is born on contact with the material mode of passion and later transformed into wrath, and which is all devouring sinful enemy of this world. So Krishna is telling that the entire problem, అన్నిటికీ అన్ని సమస్యలకి కారణం ఏంటి అంటే కోరిక, desire. Unfulfilled desires are becoming dangerous. Do you remember we discussed this in Bhagavad Gita chapter 2? There are two slokas, 62 and 63. Anybody remember the slokas? You can open your book or you can Google 262 and 63.
Yes, Prabhu.
62, yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, 62. Can some of you recite that 62 sloka?
Dhyayato Vishayang Pummasha
Sangasteju Sangat
Sangas
Sangayate Kama Kamat Krodha Bijayate So, if you remember that sloka, Dhyayato Vishayan Pumsa Sangashtejupajayate Sangat Sanjayate Kama Kamat Kroja Bijayate. Krishna is telling, while contemplating the objects of the senses, a person develops attachment from them. And from attachment, lust develops. And from lust, anger arises. That is what sloka 62. Now 63.
నేను చదవనా ప్రభుజీ?
చదవండమ్మా.
क्रोधाद्भवति सम्मोह सम्मोहात् स्मृतिविभ्रमः स्मृतिभ्रंशात् बुद्धिनाशो बुद्धिनाशात् प्रणश्रुति.
So from anger, complete delusion, and from delusion, bewilderment of memory, and intelligence is lost, one falls down. So Krishna is telling, Korika Ninchi, in 60 to 63, he is telling that desire is leading us to all kinds of problems. What kind of problems? First of all, if the desire is fulfilled, two problems. If the desire is fulfilled, it will become greed. If the desire is not fulfilled, it is becoming anger. Desire being fulfilled, it will become greed because I want again and again and again. Korika తీరితే ఆశ, కోరిక తీరపోతే కోపం. So, in that one, what is happening is, in the process of fulfilling desire, people are ready to do anything. Let's take example of these love stories. One boy loves one girl. The girl says no. He will politely say, okay, thank you very much. And after some time, I've recently seen one person. I mean, of course, we have been seeing this in news since many years, throwing acid, killing that girl, doing all kinds of nonsense. So, actually, when you see the scene, we should immediately remember 2.62 and 2.63.
Correct.
Don't say it out. People will think వీడికి ఏమైనా పిచ్చ అక్కడ ఇలాంటి జరుగుతుంటే భగవద్గీత శ్లోకం చెప్తున్నాడు అనుకుంటారు. But a student of Bhagavad Gita should understand 2.62 and 2.63 is working. A lawyer talks in sections, kada. So we are students of Bhagavad Gita. We should also talk in slokas. So what Krishna is telling? While contemplating the objects of the senses, a person develops attachment. First, you are seeing something. Kavali. That becomes attachment. It becomes like deep. Dantlo inchi lust. Ante intense desire. And if the desire is not fulfilled, anger. And what will happen if you get anger?
Execution.
Delusion.
Execution. Okay, anger. Delusion arises. Ante ఏది మంచి ఏది చెడు, there is no discrimination. Because you are angry, you just want to do. Then you forgot the memory. What has happened? You forgot intelligence also. Then you are falling down in the material pool. So Krishna is saying, excuse me, it is like a chain. I don't have Raghunandan Prabhu giving me water today. So Krishna is telling that this is like a cycle. This is like a cycle. కోరిక నుంచి ఫస్ట్ విషయాలు చూస్తాము, విషయాల నుంచి కోరిక పుడుతుంది, ఆ కోరిక నుంచి ఇంటెన్స్ కోరిక అయిపోతుంది, ఆ కోరిక తీరకపోతే కోపము, ఆ కోపం నుంచి మనకి మాయ కమ్మినట్టు అయిపోతుంది, అక్కడి నుంచి మన యొక్క మతిస్థిమితం తప్పుతుంది, మెమరీ పోతుంది, జ్ఞానం పోతుంది, ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ పోతుంది, మనం అధోగతి పాలైపోతాం. This is what Krishna said in 2.62 and 2.6. Are you able to connect that sloka to this sloka?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So Krishna is telling all this nonsense is happening because of lust, deep desire, unfulfilled desires. See, our mind works like this, no? Our desire, we don't think whether we are eligible or not. We will not use the discrimination whether we are eligible or not, but we try to work on the desire, and if the desire is not fulfilled, we are ready to do anything. I've seen one case in my office. Of course, these are all routine things you also have seen. One guy got promoted, other guy did not get promoted. So the guy who did not get promoted, who became so envious of this guy, and he somehow did some nonsense, tried to induce some malware into his laptop so that he gets screwed, all kinds of problems happen, and he was in a big trouble. Because of that malware, some sensitive information went out of the company, and that guy who was promoted 2 months before, now he is almost standing like a criminal in front of the police. All happened because he was promoted and somebody else was not promoted. That means the guy who is not promoted lost his intelligence, lost his memory. He was under delusion and he acted in such a way. And he has put the other person in an extremely difficult situation. He is going to get karmic reactions. And we also fired that guy later on. So he got the material reaction and he also got the karmic reaction by creating this problem. 99% of the horrible crimes are happening in the world because of this one only. Loss of memory, lack of knowledge, lack of control on this one. So this desires is a big problem. Krishna is telling lust is the karana. Kama yesha krodha yesha rajo guna samudbhava mahashano mahapapma vidriyenam hivairinam. So it is your desire is almost becoming. For example, what is the reason for the Russia-Ukraine war?
Greed for land.
What is the challenge with Mr. one gentleman in US? All kinds of great things he's doing. Why is he doing?
Greed for oil.
Greed. One person's greed. One person's greed. Millions of people are dying on the road. Millions of people are dying. You know the story of Syria. 20 years. How many of you know the story of Syria? I don't want to get into all that one. Once I was in Syria in 2001. Such a beautiful place. People were so nice. I was in Aleppo, Damascus, few other places of Syria. I was there for 3.5 months. Very nice people. And the hotel I lived there was bombed later on. Whole it become like horrible because of that one person, the king who wanted to keep all the power, and 20 years people were fighting. The whole country got devastated because of one person's desire. Entire Mahabharata war happened because of one person's desire. Had Dhritarashtra controlled his desire, as Duryodhana controlled his desire, Mahabharata war wouldn't have happened and lakhs of people wouldn't have died. Who is responsible for so many people's death now? Dhritarashtra is responsible for so many people's death. So many widows were there. Why did it happen? So many people became fatherless. Varna Sankara happened. The entire war happened. Whatever reasons Arjuna was giving. You remember the reasons Arjuna gave in chapter 1?
Yes.
Very good. So all the reasons, everything, దానికంతా కారణం ఎవడు? ధృతరాష్ట్రుడి యొక్క ఆశ అండ్ దుర్యోధనుడి యొక్క అత్యాశ. అంతా నాకే కావాలి. Actually, Krishna came with an amazing proposal. Just give 5 ఊళ్ళు ఇస్తే చాలన్నాడు. Just a small 5 villages. And that guy could not accept such a small proposal also. And he finally ఏమైంది? యుద్ధంలో 2 తొడలు విరిగి రక్తం మడుగులో దుర్యోధనుడు చనిపోయాడు. He could not even accept 5 small villages to be given. And finally
he also told he's not even interested to give the size of a pin of a needle kind of space also to Pandavas.
Yeah, తెలుగులో అంటారు సూది పోపినంత నేల కూడా ఇవ్వనంటాడు. That means the place which one pin, the head of the pin, head of the needle, how much space is there? అంత కూడా ఇవ్వనంటాడు. What kind of nonsense is this? And there were so many elders, they all kept quiet. All the elders kept quiet. And Draupadi was disrobed. What horrible nature. Okay, he has taken all their land, that is fine. But how can you disrobe a Kulastri? And Krishna could not accept that one. Everybody was smashed into pieces. There was flow of blood. All the people who supported the adharma. Let us remember that one. So you go back and see Ramayana, what is the reason? Ravana's greed.
Ravana's lust for Sita.
Ravana's lust.
Lust.
Before Ravana's lust, it was Surpanaka who instigated Ravana.
Ravana.
Surpanaka went to Ravana and said, there is one beautiful woman and one normal human being is her husband. He is not worth it. In fact, she should have been your wife. Nee pattamaisha avala avda. Such beautiful woman, you deserve Anna. He did not say, I tried to seduce that Rama. That's why Lakshmana has cut my nose. She covered all that one and she instigated in a different way. And she instigated Ravana to go and carry Sita. And because of that, entire Lanka, entire Rakshasa Kulam was smashed because of one person's horrible desire. So this is what is happening. So if you have observed, everywhere, whether it's Ramayana, Mahabharata, all the stories, everything is all because of greed, lust, కోరిక. అదే కారణం. అన్ని యుద్ధాలకి కారణం అదే. రెండు దేశాలు కొట్టుకుంటున్న కారణం అదే. ఇద్దరు బ్రదర్స్ కొట్టుకుంటున్న కారణం అదే. ఎవరు కొట్టుకున్నా సరే, this is the problem. I don't know if I told you this story. One of our distant relatives, there is one old lady. She has 2 sons and 3 daughters. And they are a very rich family. Husband died. And they have given good property to all the 2 sons. There was some little property was kept in that old lady's name. And both sons pushed her so much to give that property, and old lady said she will not give until she's alive. And both sons have ditched her. Throughout her life, at the age of 80, I think she left at 90, I think. From the age of 80 to 90, both sons did not come and see her. Her 3 daughters were taking care of her. And when she died, one son came, other son did not even come. Just because she did not give 10% of the property. 90% of the property has been already given. They enjoyed their life. 10% కోసం కన్న తల్లిని వదిలేశారు. It was horrible. I mean, when she was dying, that became like talk of the town in the entire village. How come these sons, one son did not even come to see her? So, I mean, people are becoming crazy. People are becoming crazy. See, we cannot change the whole world. I keep saying this every week again and again. We cannot change the whole world. Can we change ourselves?
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
At least we can change ourselves.
We need to change actually.
We need to change. My father keeps saying this nice statement. From some people you can learn how you should be. From some people you should learn how you should not be. That means there is a lesson learned from everybody. From one person you need to learn how you should be. From another person how you should not be. So there is a lesson from every situation. So we have to be careful, Prabhu. Let us not run around and spoil our life for the sake of this just one desire, money, name, prestige. Everything Krishna can take away in 30 seconds. Krishna can take away in 30 seconds. దానికోసం మన జీవితాలు వేస్ట్ చేసుకుంటున్నాం. Lust is the greatest enemy of the living entity. It is lust only which induces the pure living entity to remain entangled in the material world. So, మనం అసలు భూమి మీదకి ఎందుకు వచ్చాం? Why did we come to this world?
Because of that unfulfilled desire and also the karma.
Yes. We have come to this material world to enjoy without Krishna. There is a beautiful example. There is son of a very, very rich man, very extremely rich man. Let's say Ambani or somebody, very rich man. One of his son, just for the sake of example, rich man's son, he left his father's house and he's struggling on the roads. His father is telling, come back, come back, come back. He is telling, nen ranu. He is struggling for money. He is struggling for basic necessities of life. He is working in a small company. He is not able to take care of his family. He doesn't have enough savings. He is going through so much trouble throughout his life. And throughout his life, his father was telling, please come back home. And he is telling, I don't want to come to you. We are exactly like that one. Our father is Krishna. He is in Vaikunta. He has Sahasra Lakshmi serving him and he's saying, come to me, come to me, come to me. And we are saying, I don't want you, I don't want you. I am happy with what I have here. When he's saying, I'm ready to give you 1 lakh crores, I'm saying, I'm happy with my 10 crores here. He's saying, I am going to give you a body which will never decay. We are saying that I want this young body. I want to enjoy here. He is saying that come to Vaikunta. No kunta. There is no problem. Suffering se levu, kashtale levu. But మనం ఏమంటున్నాం నేను ఇక్కడే ఉంటాను కష్టాలు పడుతూనే ఉంటాను అక్కడ ఆకలి దప్పులు లేవు లేదు ఇక్కడ నేను అన్నం కోసం పరితపిస్తూనే ఉంటాను Krishna is telling come back but we are saying no in every life we are being saying no and we are again taking birth going through all kinds of challenges all kinds of nonsense again taking birth in some body if you are fortunate human body bahunam janmanam ante if you are not fortunate we are born in an animal body or we are born in a reptile body or we are born in an insect body or we are like a tree and we are just continuing our existence like this but we do not want to go back to the creator. This is our situation. Prabhujis and Matajis, let us reflect this once. Lust is the main reason for all our problems and it is becoming a vicious circle. ఒక సుడిగుండంలాగా అయిపోయింది ఆ కోరికలతోటి పడుతూ ఆ కోరికలు తీర్చుకుంటూ కొత్త కర్మలు చేస్తూ కొత్త కర్మలు అంటించుకుంటూ మళ్ళీ పుడుతూ మళ్ళీ చస్తూ ఇది ఒక సైకిల్ అయిపోయింది మనకి and we are not able to come out of the cycle of birth and death. That's why Shankaracharya is telling bhaja govindam govindam bhaja gunamate samprapte sannihite kale nahi rakshati dukrum karane. I told this example many times. 90-year-old man was reciting dukrum karani vyakaranam. He was reciting so that he was expecting some students will come learn vyakaranam from him, give him money and he can survive. 90 ఏళ్ల వయసులో కూడా భగవంతుడి గురించి ఆలోచించకుండా ఇంకా 4 రాళ్ళు సంపాదిద్దామని ఆ వృద్ధుడిని చూసి శంకరాచార్యులు వారు బాధపడి భజ గోవిందం గోవిందం భజ మూఢమతే అట్లీస్ట్ నౌ ప్లీజ్ స్టార్ట్ థింక్ అబౌట్ కృష్ణ ప్లీజ్ డూ హరే కృష్ణ మహామంత్ర జప అట్లీస్ట్ నౌ రియలైజ్ ద పర్పస్ ఆఫ్ లైఫ్ అట్లీస్ట్ నౌ రియలైజ్ ద వాల్యూ ఆఫ్ లైఫ్ ఐఎమ్ ఇన్ వృందావన్ సో ఐఎమ్ లిటిల్ మోర్ ఇమోషనల్ ఐఎమ్ మోర్ ఇమోషనల్ నౌ బికాస్ దిస్ ఈస్ ద ప్లేస్ విచ్ ఈస్ రిమైండింగ్ దట్ this is the ultimate place. There is no difference between the Bhauma Vrindavan and the Goloka Vrindavanam. So Krishna, who is our eternal father, Radharani, who is our eternal mother, are telling us again and again, don't waste human life. Don't waste human life. Right. Next. Now, lust. Next sloka, Krishna is explaining 3 levels of lust. 3 different grades of lust. धूमेना व्रियते वह्निर धूमेना व्रियते वह्निर यथा दर्शो मलेन च यतोल्बेनावृतो गर्भास् तथा तनेदम् आवृतम्. Anybody can recite?
నేను చదవనండి
చదవండి.
ధూమేన ఆవృతే వహ్ని
ధూమేనావృతే వహ్నిర్
యదా ఉల్పేన ఆవృతః గర్భా
యథా దర్శో మలేన చ
యతోల్బేనావృతో గర్భస్
తథా తనేదమావృతం. So Krishna is telling, as Prabhuji, it's already 8:50. We'll go little beyond today. I want to complete this one. Maybe now anyway, I don't need to stop you from prasadam. Whoever wants can get your prasadam and put it on your table and eat and continue listening. We'll go until 9:15. We'll try to complete this chapter today.
Yes.
So every week you might be waiting, when will this Prabhuji stop so that we can take prasadam? But today there is no restriction. Dubena vahnir yatadarsho malena cha yatolbena garpas tata tanedam avrutam. So our lust is like three levels. One, fire covered by smoke. Okay? Second one, mirror covered by dust. Third, embryo covered by womb. Mataji Telugulo chavutara? Anybody?
అగ్ని పొగ చేతను అద్దము ధూళి
Yes.
చేతను గర్భము మావి చేతను కప్పబడి ఉండునట్లు జీవుడి కూడా కామము యొక్క వివిధ దశలతో కప్పబడి ఉండును.
Exactly. So we are all covered by lust. Three different levels. Okay, first, fire is covered by smoke. Can the smoke cover the fire fully? Little bit. You see so smoke, but still fire is there behind. It is covering very little. Lust is very little in that situation. Next, I'll compare with another examples. Mirror is covered by dust. Addam మీద మట్టి ఉందనుకోండి, it is a little more deeper. Until it is cleaned, you can't see your face properly. It is like dizzy. The third one, more deeper. Embryo is covered by womb. Baby womb lo undi. Other day I got that video once. I will see that and send you again. Ulta, and the baby is struggling to even breathe and within that water and kind of thing. So Krishna. So we don't want birth again. We don't want to take birth again in some mother's womb again. So embryo is covered by womb. It is more deeper. So ఎలా అంటే smoke. Mataji, read that again. Telugu. Poga.
అగ్ని పొగ చేతను అద్దము ధూళి చేతను గర్భము మావి చేతను కప్పబడి ఉండునట్లు జీవుడు కూడా కామము యొక్క వివిధ దశలచే కప్పబడి ఉండును.
So last sloka, Krishna clarified that everybody is having lust. Lust is the main reason for all the problems, korika. Now, our lust is at what levels? Three levels lo undi. First level is fire is covered by smoke. Ante ikkada smoke is covering the fire, but fire is still there. Just because it is smoke is there, if you go and touch, will there not be a fire? The heat is there, light is there, fire untundi. But dust on the mirror, it is second level. Third one, embryo, it is at third level. These three levels can be compared to three states of consciousness and three living beings. For example, fire covered by smoke is like humans. Lust is generally low in humans. Generally low. Next one, mirror is covered by dust. It is like animals. Animals have more lust. And third level, embryo is covered. That is like trees. They have deep lust. Embryo is covered by the womb. So that's why you see humans have children. When they have children, they have one at a time. Maximum twins, sometimes it might happen. But you see animals, how many children they give? 5, 10. Sometimes even you see some fishes give 500, 700, 1,000 also they give. Animals, it is like degrading. Their lust is more. And the third state is like trees. I mean, lust ante it is like completely like covered consciousness. Ante entante inka వాళ్ళకి చైతన్యమే లేదు. ఆ ట్రీ షేప్ లో ఏ చైతన్యం లేదు, అలా పడున్నాయి. Trees are just lying like that one. They are also living beings. Every tree is a living being. But they are just lying like that one without even moving. Animals, at least they are moving. They have some consciousness. But humans have the highest consciousness. But actually we all proved Krishna is wrong because we have the highest lust. Humans have the highest lust. Krishna is saying human consciousness have low lust. But actually we have the highest lust. There are 3 degrees of covering of the living entity by which pure consciousness is. 1 second. Snigdha? Yeah. There are 3 degrees of covering of the living entity in which the pure consciousness is obscured. The covering is but lust under different manifestations like smoke in the fire, dust on the mirror, and womb about the embryo. So, 3 levels. Initial stages, lust is considered as little low. In the middle stages, lust is like a dust on the mirror. Baga clean cheste gaani kanapadu. Third stage is like an embryo covering. అంటే ఎంత డీప్గా కవర్ అయిపోయామంటే వీ డోంట్ నో వాట్ ఈస్ హ్యాపెనింగ్ అవుట్ సైడ్. We don't know even what is happening on outside. I told this example long back when we were doing SSR sessions, when I saw Saundarya Mataji and her twin sister, they were there. I was telling this example. So there were two twins in the mother's womb. And one twin was telling, there is nothing outside. Bite ఏమీ లేదు. And the another twin was telling, there is mother outside. Once you come out of this, mother will hold you, she will love you, she will feed you, she will take care of you. And another twin is telling, there is nothing outside what we are living, this is our life only, there is nothing outside. అర్థమైందండి? Are you able to understand this example? This is exactly connected to us. Some people are telling, భగవంతుడు ఉన్నాడు, బయట వైకుంఠం ఉంది, గోలోకం ఉంది, భగవంతుడు ఉన్నాడు, నిన్ను ఎప్పుడూ ప్రేమిస్తూనే ఉంటాడు, నిన్ను చాలా బాగా చూసుకుంటాడు, నువ్వు అక్కడికి వెళితే ఆయన ఎంతో సంతోషిస్తాడు, నీకు సంబంధించిన అన్ని చూసుకుంటా ఉంటాడు. ఇంకొక ట్విన్ ఉంటుంది, బయట ఏమీ లేదు, అంతా మిథ్య, ఈ లోపల ఇలాగే పడుందాం, ఇదే ఆనందం, ఇదే జీవితం. అండ్ వీ నో దట్ దెర్ ఇస్ లైఫ్ అవుట్ సైడ్. బట్ ఆ లోపల ట్విన్స్లో ఇద్దరికీ తెలియదు. ఒకళ్ళు నమ్మకంతో ఉన్నారు, ఒకళ్ళు నమ్మకం లేక ఇదే జీవితం అనుకుంటున్నారు. దిస్ ఇస్ వాట్ కెన్ బి కంపేర్డ్ టు పీపుల్ లైక్ అస్. ఇదే జీవితం అనుకొని మనం ఇక్కడే గడిపేస్తున్నాం. ఇక్కడే పునరతి జననం, పునరతి మరణం. ఇహ సంసారే బహుదుస్తారే కృపయా జాహే పాహి మురారే. ఇదే లైఫ్ అనుకొని మనం ఇలా కంటిన్యూ అయిపోతున్నాం. బట్ దేర్ ఆర్ సమ్ లర్న్డ్ పీపుల్ హూ నో దట్ దేర్ ఇస్ లైఫ్ బియాండ్ అవర్ కరెంట్ లైఫ్. దట్స్ వై దే ఆర్ వర్కింగ్ టువర్డ్స్ ఇట్. Jnanis, Bhaktas, Acharyas. Acharyas are telling this every time. You go to any Acharya, you go to any Guru. ఆయన చెప్పేది ఒకటి. మీ ఇంటికి ఒక గురువు వచ్చాడు అనుకోండి, ఆయన ఏమడుగుతాడు అంటే హైదరాబాద్ రియల్ ఎస్టేట్ మార్కెట్ ఎలా ఉందండి, గోల్డ్ ప్రైస్ ఎలా ఉందండి, ఎక్కడ ఇన్వెస్ట్ చేస్తే బాగుంటుందండి. ఈజ్ దట్ వన్ ఆర్ ద కాన్వర్సేషన్స్ ఆఫ్ ఎ గురు హూ ఈస్ కమింగ్ టు యువర్ హోమ్? ఇఫ్ ఎ గురు కమ్స్ టు యువర్ హోమ్, విల్ సే వన్ థింగ్, మాతాజీ, ప్రభుజీ, డోంట్ వేస్ట్ హ్యూమన్ లైఫ్. Please chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Please read Bhagavatam. Please follow the principles of Dharma. Please develop your connection to Krishna. Is that the words of a guru?
Yes, Guru.
That is the words of a guru. Nobody else reminds us the purpose of life. So Krishna is telling that the lust is there at various levels. సో మనని మనం ప్రశ్నించుకుందాం, మన మనసులో కోరికలు ఏ లెవెల్లో ఉన్నాయి. Is it fire covered by smoke, or is it mirror covered by dust, or embryo covered by the womb? What is our level of consciousness? ప్రస్తుతం మన కోరికలు మన ఎంత కట్టిపడేసినాయి, మనని మనం ఒకసారి ప్రశ్నించుకోవాలి. We don't need to tell answers. One second, Prabhuji, Mataji.
Prabhu, you are moved. Prabhu, you have done.
He must be on a call. You to unmute, Guruji.
One second, Prabhu. I just got an urgent call.
Yeah, I thought as much. Take your time. We'll all miss the prasadam today.
Sorry, Prabhu, my daughter was calling on something urgent. Sorry to keep you all waiting. So, మనం ఏమనుకున్నాడు Prabhuji, that this sloka is a reminder for us to understand what level of consciousness we are in, what level of intense desires we are having. Next. Avrutam jnanametena.
Avrutam jnana etena.
Jnanino nityavairina.
Jnanino nityavairina.
Kamarupena kaunteya.
Kamarupena kaunteya.
Dushpurena nalena cha.
Dushpurena nalena cha.
ఎవరన్నా శ్లోకం చదువుతారండి సెకండ్ టైం?
Avrutam jnanametena.
ఆవృతం జ్ఞానమేతేన. వన్ బై వన్ లైన్ బై లైన్ చదవండి ప్రభు. ఆవృతం జ్ఞానమేతేన. చదవండి సెకండ్ లైన్.
జ్ఞానినో నిత్యవైరిణ.
జ్ఞానినో నిత్యవైరిణ.
కామరూపేణ కౌంతేయ.
కామరూపేణ కౌంతేయ.
దుష్పురేణ నలేన చ.
దుష్పూరేణ నలేన చ. Right. So, thus the wise living entity's pure consciousness become covered by his eternal enemy in the form of lust, which is never satisfied and which burns like fire. Mataji, Telugulo emundo chadavandi Mataji.
ఈ విధంగా జ్ఞానవంతుడైన జీవుని నిషిద్ధ చైతన్యము ఏనాడు సంతుష్టి చెందనిది, అగ్నిలాగా మండేది అయినా అతని కామరూప నిత్య శత్రువునే కప్పబడుతుంది.
Yes. So basically this sloka is telling Krishna has answered first in 37, it is lust, korika. Then in 38 he is telling 3 levels. Now he is explaining the problems of lust. So, korika cheta kappabadundi and this is never satisfied and burns like fire. Krishnudu em cheptunnadu, ee korikaliki eppuduki antam ledani. In 3rd class I remember, in 4th class we read wants are unlimited. Human wants are unlimited. ఎప్పుడో చిన్నప్పుడు చదువుకున్నాం. Where basics of economics when we were reading. So Krishna is telling these wants are never satisfied and which burns like fire. అంటే అగ్నిలో వేస్తే ఏమో, ఎంత వేసినా సరే ఎక్కడన్నా ఆగుద్దా? మీరు ఎస్పెషల్లీ సంక్రాంతికి వాటికి మన భోగినాడు వేస్తూ ఉంటారు, అన్ని పట్టుకొచ్చి పాతవన్నీ. ఎంత వేస్తే అంత తీసుకుంటానే ఉంటుంది అది. ఇంకా ఇంకా కావాలని నాలిక పెడుతూ ఉంటుంది అనమాట. వెన్ ఇట్ విల్ స్టాప్? ఓన్లీ వెన్ యూ పుట్ వాటర్ ఆన్ ఇట్. అంటిల్ దెన్ మీరు ఎన్నెన్నేయండి వస్తువులు, ఎన్ని వేసినా సరే, వుడ్, వాట్ ఎవర్ ఇట్ మే బి, ప్లాస్టిక్, వాట్ ఎవర్ యూ పుట్, ఇట్ విల్ కీప్ బర్నింగ్ 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 బర్నింగ్. సో మన కోరికలు కూడా అటువంటిదే. దెర్ ఇస్ నో ఎండ్ టు ద హ్యూమన్ డిజైర్స్. దోస్ డిజైర్స్ ఆర్ ఆల్వేస్ ఇంటెన్స్. హౌ మెనీ డిజైర్స్ యూ క్లియర్, దట్ మెనీ న్యూ డిజైర్స్ వీ గెట్. కోరికలకి అంతం లేదు. సో లాట్ ఆఫ్ పీపుల్ మిస్గైడ్ అస్. కోరికలు తీర్చేసుకోండి అయిపోతుంది, దీపం ఉండగానే ఇల్లు చక్క పెట్టుకోవాలి, ఈ ఎంగేజ్లోనే ఎంత ఎంజాయ్ చేయాలి అంత ఎంజాయ్ చేయాలి. దెర్ ఇస్ నో ఎండ్. Some people say that you are young, so enjoy sex life as much as possible and all. There are 80-year-old, sorry to bring this topic. One of my friend told 80-year plus people are also coming for sexual consultation with him. One doctor. So, horrible. Krishna, 80-year-old. Sorry to bring this kind of topics in a public forum, but I'm just telling. So, it is not that, age perigite emaindi. కోరికలు తగ్గలేదు. మేబీ యువర్ బాడీ మే నాట్ పర్మిట్ యూ, బట్ కోరికలు పోతున్నాయా? పోవట్లేదా? మై వన్ ఫ్రెండ్ ఆల్వేస్, వన్ ప్రీచర్ ఆల్వేస్ టెల్స్ దిస్ జోక్. దెర్ ఇస్ వన్ 90-year-old మ్యాన్ హూ వాస్ డైయింగ్ ఇన్ నెక్స్ట్ హాఫ్ అన్ అవర్, బట్ హీ సీయింగ్ ద నర్స్ అండ్ ఎంజాయింగ్ ఇట్. ఇంకొక అరగంటలో పోతున్నాడు, బట్ హీ వాస్ సీయింగ్ దట్ బ్యూటిఫుల్ నర్స్ అండ్ హీ వాస్ ఫీలింగ్ హ్యాపీ. అంటే ఏంటంటే అవర్ మైండ్ ఈస్ పొల్యూటెడ్ లైక్ దట్ వన్, సో మచ్ కనెక్టెడ్ టు ద ఆపోజిట్ సెక్స్. Always with that intention to desire to enjoy and enjoy and enjoy. దీనికి అంతం లేదు. శాస్త్రం is telling that ఈ కోరికలకి అంతం లేదు. There is no end to it. We have to put an end to it. We have to control them. We have to regulate them. Without that, there is no end. That is what Krishna is telling. So, some people keep saying that, no, enjoy as much as possible so that you will get over it. How many of you agree with this statement? కోరికలన్నీ ఎంత వీలుంటే అంత తీర్చేసుకుంటే తగ్గిపోతాయా? You go for 10 international holidays. Now you'll feel like, no, I've seen 10 international holidays. I don't need to go again. అనిపిస్తుందా? ఎవరికైనా కోరికలు 10 తీర్చేసుకుంటే గబగబా ఇంకా తగ్గిపోతాయండి? I have been eating breakfast since 53 years. Again, still now I'm waiting for my breakfast. ఇవాళ బ్రేక్ఫాస్ట్ ఏంటి, ఏదో వస్తుంది. That is a human nature. I am not thinking that I have been eating breakfast for the last 53 years. Now I don't need breakfast. Or whatever breakfast is served is okay. అని అనుకుంటున్నావా? No, you still have expectations of what should be your breakfast. Hare Krishna. So this is what is going on. Shastra is telling. Text 40. Can somebody recite?
Yes, sir. Indriyani manobuddhir
ఇంద్రియాణి మనోబుద్ధిర్
Hello.
Yeah, చెప్పండి ప్రభు.
Indriyani manobuddhir
ఇంద్రియాణి మనోబుద్ధిర్
అస్యాధిష్టానముచ్యతే
అస్యాధిష్టానం ఉచ్యతే
ఏతైర్విమోహయత్యేష
ఏతైర్విమోహయత్యేష
జ్ఞానమావృత్య దేహినం
జ్ఞానమావృత్యదేహినం
ఇంద్రియాణి మనోబుద్ధిర్ అస్యాధిష్టానముచ్యతే ఏతైర్విమోహయతి ఏష జ్ఞానం ఆవృత్య దేహినాం. So Krishna is talking, the mind, the senses, the mind and intelligence are the sitting places of this lust. First Krishna said all the problems are because of lust. కోరికే కారణం అని చెప్పాడు. తర్వాత ఆయన ఏం చెప్పాడు? కామ is in 3 levels అన్నాడు. తర్వాత ఆయన ఏం చెప్పాడు? ఇది తీర్చుకుంటే పోయేది కాదు. ఇట్ ఈస్ లైక్ అన్లిమిటెడ్, ఇట్ ఈస్ లైక్ ఫైర్. ఎంత కోరికలు తీరిస్తే అన్న కోరికలు వస్తాయి. దట్స్ వాట్ కృష్ణ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్. నౌ ఈస్ టెలింగ్ దట్ దిస్ లస్ట్ సిట్స్ ఇన్ 3 important places. Where does the lust sit? Senses, mind, intelligence. Senses, mind, indriyalu, manassu, intelligence, buddhi. 3 places the mind sit. Kaliyuga ekkadekada కూర్చుంటుందండి? Kali sits in 4 places. Which are the 4 places?
Gold. Bangaramu.
Gold.
Yes. Liquor place.
Judam.
Jodasala.
And prostitution place.
Prostitution place. ఆ 4 places లో కలి కూర్చుంటుంది. That's why our Acharya said, please follow the 4 regulative principles. What are the 4 regulative principles? No meat eating, no intoxication, no illicit sex, and no gambling. Actually, more than gold, actually, it is the place where the meat is sold. Mamsam. And the 5th place is like almost like gold. Inka final game lekapothe kali preveshinchali kabatti, then he gives the kind of gold as a place. So 4 important places the kali sits. Andukane Shastras are asking us the following the 4 regulative principles. We are trying to escape from these 4 problems. Alage Shastra Bhagavad Gita Krishna is telling in 3.40, lust sits in senses, indriyalu, manassu, buddhi. These are the 3 places it is sitting in. So let us understand this in a minute. Senses ఏంటి? అప్పుడు ఆల్వేస్ ఇంద్రియాలు ఎప్పుడు ఇంద్రియ విషయాల చుట్టూ పరిగెడుతూ ఉంటాయి. యాజ్ సూన్ యాజ్ యూ సీ సంథింగ్ యూ గెట్ అట్రాక్టెడ్. యూ కాంట్ ఎస్కేప్ ఫ్రమ్ దట్ వన్. సో దెర్ ఆర్ సమ్ పీపుల్ హూ సే, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, ఐ విల్ కీప్ 50 items in front of you. కెన్ యూ డూ ఉపవాసం? కుదురుతుందండి? You can say, I will not eat sweets, provided you don't have that sweet box in your home. But having 10 packets of sweets on the table and you say, I will not eat sweets, is it possible? For 99% of the people, it's not possible. There might be 1% who are in that stage where any distractions unna sare they can control the life. But normal people, 99% of the people, when the senses are brought to the sense objects, it becomes very difficult. ఇంద్రియాల్ని ఇంద్రియ విషయాల దగ్గరికి తీసుకెళ్తే ఆటోమేటికల్గా మనస్సు మారిపోతూ ఉంటుంది. చాలా కష్టం. అందుకని ఏం చేయాలంటే ఇంద్రియాల్ని ఇంద్రియ విషయాలకు దగ్గర తీసుకెళ్లకుండా ఉండాలి. దట్స్ వై టు ద ఎక్స్టెంట్ పాసిబుల్ సెన్సెస్ షుడ్ నాట్ బి బ్రాట్ టు ద sense objects. If you start bringing senses to the sense objects, you are in danger. Then the second one is the mind. Mind has all the past impressions, kadandi. That's why mind has the influence. I want it. For last time you have eaten a rasgulla, you liked it. Now your mind says, whenever it sees a rasgulla, it says, I want it. Because your mind knows the past impression tastes అన్ని మనసులో కూర్చొని ఉన్నాయి. అందుకనే మళ్ళీ కావాలి 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 repeatedly it is saying that I want this, I want this and I want this. And third one is intelligence. Intelligence అంటే ఏంటి? The moment mind wants it, intelligence is making a plan how to get it. For example, when we were students, when we were young people, when we wanted to eat midnight biryani, we used to go to some 10 kilometers away. So కోరిక వచ్చింది 11 o'clock you get a కోరిక midnight biryani తినాలని అనిపించింది. You feel like eating biryani at 11 o'clock. Then your mind is immediately acting. Acha, now okay, take this bike. No, at that time we don't have a bike. Take this bus number, go there, get down, change this bus, go to this place, eat. It is making all the plans for you to fulfill your desires. Of course, now you have Swiggy, they give you even at 3 a.m. also they give you biryani. They're spoiling. Actually, this kind of thing is spoiling. We think it is a convenience, but it is spoiling. Earlier days, we used to control. You want to eat something in the midnight? Hey, this is not the time. Let me eat tomorrow. You don't need to even control. Some people say, what's wrong in it, Prabhu? I have Swiggy. I have money. It is my body. What's your problem? There is no answer for that one. It is my money. I want to eat and there is no problem. But there is something. There are some restrictions. Actually, we are not supposed to eat after the sunset. Frankly speaking, we are not supposed to eat after the sunset. Surya Astamayan tarvata tinagordu, of course. But because of our job life or social life, whatever it may be, we are eating. But eating at 11, 12, 1, 2 a.m. is absolutely nonsense. So Krishna is telling senses, mind, intelligence are the three places. And it is bewildering the people from knowledge. ఈ మూడు మనతోటి ఆడుకుంటున్నాయంట. 41. తస్మాత్వం ఇంద్రియాణి అదౌ నియం యా భరతర్షభ పాప్మానం ప్రజాహీనం జ్ఞాన విజ్ఞాన నాశనం. So last sentence is important. Jnana Vijnana Nasanam. So what's happening? In the very beginning, please stop this lust by regulating the senses. If you don't stop the lust, it is the destroyer of knowledge and self-realization. Krishna is telling, if you cannot control this lust, it will control you, it will spoil you, it will destroy all your knowledge, and you are not eligible for self-realization. Prabhudeecha Mataji's, this is a reminder again. Anybody want to practice bhakti? Anybody want to progress in bhakti? Anybody want to make progress? We need to control the desires. Prabhuji, I will not control my desires. I still wanted to progress in bhakti. Impossible. Impossible. Avadu. Krishna is making very clear that desires మీరు మొదట్లోనే కంట్రోల్ చేయలేకపోతే, దాన్ని రెగ్యులేట్ చేయలేకపోతే, మనం నేర్చుకున్న నాలెడ్జ్ అంతా వ్యర్థమవుతుంది. ఆధ్యాత్మిక ఉన్నతికి మనం ప్రోగ్రెస్ అవ్వలేము. Desires need to be controlled. It is not about the age, whether you are a 4-year-old or 90-year-old. We need to know how to control our desires, how to regulate our desires. Indriyani panani ahur.
Indriyani paranyahur.
Indriyebhyah param manaha.
Indriyebhyah param manaha.
Manasastu para buddhir.
Manasastu para buddhir.
Yo buddhe paratastu saha.
Yo buddhe paratastu saha.
Anybody can recite?
Shall I, sir?
I can do that.
Yes, Prabhu. Chain, Prabhu.
Indriyani parani ahur.
Indriyani parani ahur.
Indriyebhyah param manaha.
Indriyebhyah param manaha.
Manasastu paraha buddhir.
Manasastu paraha buddhir.
Yo buddheha paratastu saha.
Yo buddheha paratastu saha. Right. So, ఇక్కడ ఏం చెప్తున్నాడంటే కృష్ణ ఇస్ టాకింగ్ అబౌట్ వేరియస్ లెవెల్స్ ఆఫ్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్, వేరియస్ లెవెల్స్. ఫస్ట్ ఇస్ సెన్సెస్, ఫస్ట్ ఇస్ బాడీ, లోయెస్ట్ ఇస్ ద బాడీ. బాడీ పైన సెన్సెస్ ఆర్ దేర్, సెన్సెస్ పైన ఇంటెలిజెన్స్. అబోవ్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ ఇస్ మైండ్ and then is mind and then intelligence, and above intelligence is the soul. Krishna is giving about due levels of knowledge. He's telling this body is the dull matter which is going to die. One day the body will become nothing, it will become worms and stool. Sorry to say this statement, our body will become food for some other living beings one day. Our body, the body which we use so many skincare products, the body which we take care so much, and for this body which will buy all the best of jewelry, best of clothes, best of everything, one day this body will be lifeless. Pranam lekunda ala padi untadi, and that body will be burnt, or if it is buried, it will become food for so many creatures. That is the body. Alanti body kosam mano తప్పించిపోతుంటాం, స్ట్రగుల్ అయిపోతుంటాం. ఇది నాది నాది నాది, నా శరీరం నా శరీరం అని వీఆర్ స్ట్రగ్లింగ్, వీఆర్ డూయింగ్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ద వన్ విచ్ ఇస్ టెంపరరీ. సో అబౌవ్ దిస్ బాడీ ఆర్ ద సెన్సెస్, అబౌవ్ దిస్ సెన్సెస్ ఆర్ ద మైండ్. మైండ్ కన్నా హైయర్ ఇస్ ఇంటెలిజెంట్, ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ కన్నా హైయర్ ఇస్ సోల్. Soul is the one which is watching everything, which is witnessing everything. So let us remember that the soul is the highest. Let us not get carried away by senses or mind or intelligence. Above this one is the soul. That's why we discussed that example of one Mataji who is taking care of the cage, cleaning the cage every day, but not feeding the bird inside. Every day she's cleaning the cage, she's polishing the cage, but she's never feeding the bird inside. One day the bird died. Enduku chachipoyindi? Because the bird, what is the most important? Is the cage important or bird important?
Bird important.
Bird is more important. Of course, cage is also important from a point of view. It is protecting the bird. So we also need this cage. ఈ శరీరం లేకపోతే మనం భగవంతుడి దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళలేం. We need this body, but this body is not everything. The statement is there is soul which is higher than this body, which is permanent, which is always there, eternal, but this body is temporary. It will keep changing. Now I am man, next life I will be woman, that next life I might be a donkey, I might be ass, I might be pig, I might be mosquito, I might be anything. This body is changing and changing and changing and changing. But what is permanent? Soul is the permanent thing. That is what Krishna is telling all of us in the levels of various levels.
Prabhuji,
చెప్పండి.
so this means that soul is always tell us correct things, right? Always we need to listen to the soul instead of the mind.
But Mataji, how do you know whether you are listening to the soul or the mind?
We know Prabhuji, sometimes soul is saying something, mind is saying something.
Very good.
Yeah, but always we should listen to the soul.
Then it is good. That's called basically Paramatma. Inside the super soul is basically conscience అంటారు కదా, మనస్సాక్షి. మనకి లోపల నుంచి చెప్తూ ఉంటుంది డోంట్ డూ దిస్, కానీ మనసు ఏం చెప్తుంది? నాకు ఇది కావాలి. మనస్సాక్షి ఏంటిది? ఇది నీకు భావం కాదు. బట్ దేర్ ఆర్ సమ్ పీపుల్, దేర్ కాన్షియస్ ఇస్ సో వీక్, ఇట్ డజంట్ ఈవెన్ స్పీక్. అంటే అంత పాప భూయిష్టమైన బతుకులో ఉన్న వాళ్ళకి అసలు కాన్షియన్స్ మాట్లాడదు. గాడ్ డజంట్ ఈవెన్ స్పీక్ టు దెమ్. అట్లీస్ట్ ఫర్ సమ్ ఆఫ్ అస్, అట్లీస్ట్ దెర్ ఇస్ కాన్షియన్స్ అండ్ ఇట్ ఇస్ స్పీకింగ్, ఇది తప్పు చెయ్యొద్దు. బట్ మనం ఏమంటాం? ఎల్లెల్లు కూర్చో, అండ్ వీ కీప్ డూయింగ్ వాట్ వీ వాంట్. బట్ ఇఫ్ యూ స్టార్ట్ లిసనింగ్ టు ద సోల్, ఇఫ్ యూ స్టార్ట్ లిసనింగ్ టు ద హయ్యర్ వాయిస్, పరం దృష్ట్వా నివర్తతే, if we start engaging our senses towards Krishna, Rushikena Sevanam Bhakti Ruchyate. We need to engage our senses towards the service of Krishna. All our senses to be diverted towards the service of Krishna, then we are safe. If senses are diverted towards Krishna, if mind is engaged towards Krishna, if intelligence is engaged towards Krishna, we are safe. If mind, intelligence, and my senses are running around in this material world, we are in deep trouble. ఇంద్రియాలు, మనసు, బుద్ధి భగవంతుడి వైపు కేంద్రీకరించాలి మనము. అదర్వైజ్ వీఆర్ ఇన్ ట్రబుల్. How do we engage the senses? Your eyes want to see something beautiful, see the picture of Radha and Krishna. Your ears want to always hear something nice, hear nice bhajans. Read Shastras. Nose, smell the tulsi which is offered to Krishna. Smell the flower which is offered to Krishna's lotus feet. Touch. Every day if you have Krishna's deities in your home, please go touch it. Hold. There is a lot of difference. మీ ఇంట్లో భగవంతుడి విగ్రహం ఉంటే go touch it. You will feel the difference. Don't see that is made of metal, copper, brass, porcelain. అది కాదు. There is Krishna in that one. Touch that vigraha. Touch everything and use all your senses. Work for the temple. Work for Krishna. Do some service for Krishna. Do some service for temple. It will purify our senses. Manassu. How do you engage your mind? Stop nonsense. Stop talking nonsense. Talk good things. When you meet your friends, stop talking something. Start talking about Krishna. అన్ని సెన్సెస్ ని భగవంతుడి వైపు పెట్టి మనస్సుని ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ ఆల్సో యూజ్ యువర్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ ఆల్సో ఫర్ ద సర్వీస్ ఆఫ్ కృష్ణ. యూజ్ ద డిస్క్రిమినేటరీ పవర్ ఫర్ ద సర్వీస్ ఆఫ్ కృష్ణ. ఈస్ దిస్ యూస్ఫుల్ ఫర్ మీ ఆర్ నాట్? విల్ ఇట్ హెల్ప్ మీ ఆర్ నాట్? The nonsense I am trying to do, how it will connect me to Krishna? ఇలాంటి ప్రశ్నలు మన మనసులోకి తీసుకొస్తే we will develop more connect with Krishna. That is the way to engage our senses, mind and intelligence. That is bhakti. Engaging mind, engaging intelligence, engaging senses in the service of Krishna is the only solution to control the lust. That's what Krishna is going to tell in the next sloka. Evam buddhe param buddhva.
Evam buddhe param buddhva.
Samstabhyatmanam atmana.
Samstabhyatmanam atmana.
Jahi shatrum mahabaho.
Jahi shatrum mahabaho.
Kama rupam durashadam.
Kama rupam durashadam.
Can somebody recite this sloka, last sloka?
Okay, sir. Evam buddhe param buddhva.
Evam buddhe param buddhva.
Samstabhyatmanamatmana.
Samstabhyatmanam atmana.
Jahi shatrum mahabaho.
Jahi shatrum mahabaho.
Kama rupam durasadam.
So Krishna is telling, please understand that the soul is higher than senses, mind and intelligence. Krishna is giving the final answer. He told before that lust is the big problem. Korika annitiki sarvanashana nashanam. So Korika is the reason for all the problems. And Krishna is the Sarvakarana Karanam. So Krishna is telling, understand that the self is higher than the senses, mind, intelligence. O mighty armed Arjuna, one should study the mind by deliberate spiritual intelligence and thus by spiritual strength conquer this insatiable enemy. Can somebody repeat this sentence once?
ఓ గొప్ప బాహువులు కలిగిన అర్జున.
Please say it. Please read, Mataji.
ఓ గొప్ప బాహువులు కలిగిన అర్జున, ఈ విధంగా తనను ఇంద్రియాలను మనస్సును బుద్ధిని అతీతమైన వానిగా తెలుసుకొని ఆలోచన పూర్వకమైన ఆధ్యాత్మిక బుద్ధి కృష్ణ భక్తి భావన ద్వారా మనస్సును స్థిరపరిచి ఆ విధంగా ఆధ్యాత్మిక బలముచే మనిషి కామమనే ఈ అత్యాశ కలిగిన శత్రువును తప్పగా జయించాలి.
So Krishna is telling that please understand that soul self is higher than all these things. If you engage your mind, intelligence in Krishna's service, you can control the lust. భగవంతుడి సేవలో నిమగ్నమైతే మనస్సుని, ఇంద్రియాల్ని, బుద్ధిని భగవంతుడి సేవలో వినియోగించగలిగితే కామం అన్న కోరికని మనం కంట్రోల్ చేసుకోగలుగుతాము. కోరికని కంట్రోల్ చేసుకోగలిగితే మన యొక్క జీవితాన్ని కంట్రోల్ చేసుకోగలుగుతాము. ఫైనల్గా భగవంతుడి దగ్గరికి చేరుకోగలుగుతాము. This entire chapter, Krishna was talking in the last 7 slokas. Thus, lust is the reason for all the problems. And how that lust can be controlled? By engaging our senses, mind, and intelligence in the service of Krishna. This is the answer. Perfect answer for this question. Only Krishna Seva can solve all the problems. If you desire for Krishna, all your other desires will start going away. Actually, there is one nice sloka from Padyavali. Kashayana cha bhojanadi niyam navovane vasato vyakyanat atva munivrata bharat chittodha vakshiyate kintu spita kalinda shailatanaya tireshu vikradato govindasya padaravinda bhajanarambasya lesadapi. One may wear saffron cloth. One may perform all acts of eating food and others in the mode of goodness. One may live in solitude. One may be absorbed in the powerful explanation of the scriptures. One may observe a vow of silence. One may go to the pilgrimage of holy places. But one will not be successful in reducing the material desires. Only when one begins the worship of the lotus feet of Govinda Deva, desires are completely rooted out. కాషాయ వస్త్రాలు వేసుకున్నా, అన్ని మంచి పనులు చేస్తూ కూర్చున్నా, పుస్తకాలు చదువుతున్నా, అన్ని పుణ్యక్షేత్రాలకు వెళ్ళినా, నువ్వు ఒక్కడివే అడవిలో ఉన్నా సరే నీ కోరికలు పోవు. భగవంతుడి పాదాలు పట్టుకుంటేనే కోరికలు పోతాయి. అండర్స్టూడ్? ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, యూ మే లీవ్ యువర్ హౌస్ అండ్ గో టు సమ్ అదర్ ప్లేస్. దేర్ ఆల్సో యూ విల్ గెట్ డిజైర్స్. దేర్ ఆల్సో యూ విల్ మీట్ పీపుల్. యూ విల్ స్టార్ట్ ఎంజాయింగ్. దీనికి అంతం లేదు. ఎక్స్టర్నల్లీ ఇఫ్ ఐ పుట్ కాషాయం, ఇంటర్నల్లీ మై మైండ్ ఇస్ నాట్ చేంజ్. ఇప్పుడు అర్జెంట్గా నేను వెళ్ళి ఇక్కడ షాప్కి వెళ్ళి ఒక 500 రూపాయలు పెట్టి కాషాయం డ్రెస్ వేసుకుంటే విల్ మై హార్ట్ గెట్ చేంజ్డ్? నో, ఇట్ విల్ నాట్ గెట్ చేంజ్డ్. ఇఫ్ ఐ లివ్ ఇన్ ఎన్ అలోన్ ప్లేస్, విల్ ఇట్ గెట్ చేంజ్డ్? వాట్ హ్యాపెన్ టు సౌబరి ముని? ఇక్కడంతా ఈ స్త్రీలు మనుషులు చూసి డిస్టర్బ్ అవుతున్నాను. హీ వెంట్ అండర్ ద వాటర్. దెన్ హీ సా అండ్ మేల్ ఫీమేల్ ఫిష్ కిస్సింగ్ ఈచ్ అదర్ అండ్ హ్యావింగ్ హ్యాపీ లైఫ్. And his mind got deviated. So his tapasya under water is saving them? No. Living in a solitude place, leaving them? No. Having debates on scriptures is solving the problem? No. Govindasya padaravinda bhajanarambasya leshadapi. Govindasya padaravinda bhajanarambasya. Only by serving the lotus feet of Krishna, by connecting to Krishna, by doing bhajana, by doing Harinama Sankirtana, desires will control. Otherwise, desires will not go away. Desires are not like this. Edo ila tisi ila baita paretan kadu. It is not easy to remove all the desires. Will the knowledge remove desires? Does all the smokers doesn't know that they will have a lung problem if they smoke? 90% of the smokers ki telusu. Cigarette packet మీద ఏముంటుందండి? Smoking kills. 80% of the dabba, it is written as smoking kills. But how many people stopped smoking after seeing that smoking kills? I have not seen anybody stopping smoking because of that smoking kills another. Maybe some people might have stopped smoking after getting into care hospital and having severe lung problems. But not by reading that advertisement. So knowledge manaki panikradandi. There is no point in quoting Bhagavad Gita slokas if you cannot control that one. Krishna said lust is everything. And మళ్ళీ మనం చెత్త పనులు చేసుకుంటూ కూర్చుంటే what is the use of quoting the Bhagavad Gita sloka? Eventually, you need to control your mind. You need to control the desires. How is that possible? Govindasya padaravinda bhajanarambasya. By serving Bhagavan, by Harinama Sankirtana. Knowledge alone cannot control lust. We can regulate the senses to some extent, out of sight, out of mind. If we don't take the senses to the sense objects, చాలా వరకు సగం ప్రాబ్లం సాల్వ్ అవుతుంది. We need to change our association. For example, before coming to Krishna conscious, you have a friends. Every Friday night you go to a pub and drink. Now you are trying to stop. But if you don't stop that association, you cannot stop that one. Every Friday they'll call you. Era, eldama. ఏంది ఈ మధ్య నువ్వు ఏదో ఆయనకి ఎవరికో పని లేక తిలకం పెట్టుకొని భగవద్గీత అంటున్నాడు, నువ్వు కూడా ఆయన పట్టుకొని అన్ని మానేసావు. రా వెళ్దాం, దా సరదాగా ఎంజాయ్ చేద్దాం. దే విల్ టేక్ అస్ అవే అగైన్. If we stop associating with them, then only these habits will go away. Otherwise, they will not go away. After 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, again we'll go back. Malli padipotam. That will stop. Sharpen the intelligence. మన డిస్క్రిమినేషన్ అవర్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ బుద్ధిని షార్పెన్ చేయాలి. బుద్ధిని పదును పెట్టాలంటారు, విన్నారు తెలుగులో. వీ హావ్ టు షార్పెన్ అవర్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్. హౌ డు యూ షార్పెన్ దట్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్? బై చాంటింగ్, బై రీడింగ్ భాగవతం ఎవ్రీ డే, బై ది స్క్రిప్చర్స్, బై అటెండింగ్ దిస్ భగవద్ గీత క్లాసెస్, బై రీడింగ్ దిస్ బుక్ భగవద్ గీత, బై సిన్సియర్లీ ప్రేయింగ్ టు కృష్ణ. కృష్ణ, ఐ వాంట్ యూ. I do not want desires. But Krishna, I am unable to control all these desires. Krishna, I want your help to control all these desires. కృష్ణ, ఈ కోరికల్ని నా అంతటి నేను తగ్గించుకోలేకపోతున్నాను కృష్ణ, అది నీ వల్లే అవుతుంది కృష్ణ. ప్రాక్టీస్ కృష్ణ కాన్షియస్, పర్ఫార్మ్ భక్తి. భక్తి అలోన్ ఇస్ ద సొల్యూషన్ అండి. ఎక్కడికి వెళ్ళినా మళ్ళీ అక్కడికే వస్తాం. వేర్ ఎవర్ యూ గో, వి ఫైనల్లీ కమ్ బ్యాక్ టు దిస్ వన్ పాయింట్. వీ కెన్ కంట్రోల్ దిస్ లస్ట్ బై భక్తి ఓన్లీ. Bhakti is the only solution to so engage our mind, engage our senses, engage our intelligence. ఇంద్రియాల్ని, మనస్సుని, బుద్ధిని భగవంతుడి సేవ కోసం వినియోగించి, భగవంతుడి కోసమే మనం కష్టపడతాం, భగవంతుడి సేవలో ఉంటాం మనం అలవాటు చేసుకుంటే కోరికలు తగ్గుతాయి. కోరికలు తగ్గితే కర్మ తగ్గుతుంది. దెన్ వి స్టార్ట్ కమింగ్ అవుట్ ఆఫ్ ఇట్. దట్ ఈస్ ద మెసేజ్ ఆఫ్ 3rd chapter. So with Krishna's permission, thus end the Bhakti Vedanta purports to the 3rd chapter of Srimad Bhagavad Gita in the matter of Karma Yoga. Hare Krishna. So, sorry, I don't know how much you are able to follow. అర్థమైందండి? అర్థమైందండి?
అర్థమైంది సార్.
I know కొంతమంది, some of you may not be used to listen to online, and some of you are used to listen to online. Maybe you are able to focus. So Hare Krishna, this is the most important message coming from Krishna, that bhakti is very important. Working for Krishna is very important. Engaging our mind, senses, intelligence for Krishna is very important. We need to practice this. Hare Krishna, I am making a request from the Vrindavan Dham. Please chant every day. Please chant every day. It's very, very important that we have to do this Nama Sankirtana every day. Without that, we don't have any control on ourselves. మన మీద మనకి కంట్రోల్ రాదండి. అది నామ సంకీర్తన చేస్తేనే మన మీద మనకి కంట్రోల్ వస్తుంది. ఎనీ క్వశ్చన్స్, ఎనీ డౌట్స్? సారీ, వి వెంట్ లిటిల్ లాంగర్, బట్ ఎనీ డౌట్స్? ఎనీబడి హ్యాస్ ఎనీ క్వశ్చన్స్, ఎనీ డౌట్స్ టుడే?
నమస్తే జీ. చాలా బాగా అర్థమైంది ఇవాళ, చాలా బాగా వచ్చిందండి క్లాస్.
థ్యాంక్ యూ మాతాజీ. ఎవరమ్మా మాట్లాడుతుంది?
నేను జ్యోతి.
జ్యోతి. ఓకే, జ్యోతి, నువ్వు జూమ్ యూజర్ అని ఉంది. ఓకే, అండర్స్టాండ్. థ్యాంక్ యూ అమ్మా.
ఓకే,
థ్యాంక్ యూ.
There was one question in chat, Prabhu.
Oh, అవునా? Jyoti is my classmate. We studied together. We grew up together like small children playing together. And now she's attending my classes. Prabhuji, how do you identify our nature? Lopamudra Mataji. Prabhuji, Pranita Mataji. Prabhuji, what about the people who want to something out of passion, but it is not as per their birth nature? So Pranita Mataji, passion is also birth nature. For some people, passion, ఏదో ఒకటి సాధించాలన్న తపన is their nature. వాళ్ళ మనసు ఊరుకోదు. They wanted to achieve something, that itself is their nature. So it is very natural. But sometimes we are influenced by the external people, and we also try to, even though it is not our nature, we try to do something. For example, competitive spirit is not our nature. But because we are having some 10 friends who are extremely competitive, we are also trying to become competitive. And we are going against our nature. By going against our nature, we are getting into trouble. So, better to watch our association. Mataji, are you okay with that answer?
Like Prabhuji, let me say, if I'm into teaching now, Prabhuji.
Yes.
But mostly teaching is taken as the profession of Brahmanas. But by birth, I'm not Brahmana. Then is it not? It is not by my nature. So that was my question.
Mataji, you misunderstood. Varna is not about birth. It is about nature. It is not birth. I am not a Brahmana. By birth, I am not a Brahmana. But I am teaching Shastras. I am sharing the knowledge of Krishna. I am not a Brahmana. So it is not about birth, Mataji. It is about our nature. If your nature is a Brahmana, that means what does Brahmana nature means? Soft natured, do not cause harm to other people, sharing knowledge with other people. You are self-satisfied. You are happy to connect to the God. That's enough. That is the nature of Brahmana. So if that is your nature, and if you are into teaching profession, you are as per your nature only. You are happy.
Okay,
అర్థమైందమ్మా
Prabhuji.
ప్రణీత మాతాజీ?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Hare Krishna. Lopamudra Mataji. How to identify our nature, more particularly our children's nature?
Same question.
Same question.
Mataji,
Yes.
I think it is by our nature is basically, Mataji, we know ourselves, Mataji. We all know our nature. What is our nature? I think if we quietly sit and start analyzing, what do I want, what do I like, which circumstances I like it most, which circumstances I feel uncomfortable, like that, if we do an introspection, Mataji, we know our nature. But we are not trying to follow our nature. We are just going against our nature because of various social. I know this chapter, this point is very difficult to accept in today's world because nobody is following the nature. Actually, Shastra says Kalau Shudra Sambhava. To be honest with you, in Kali Yuga, everybody is Shudra only. There is no Brahmana also. There is nobody who is perfect. Everybody is Shudra only. That's what Kalau Shudra Sambhava. In other million, what should I say? In previous yugas, there was clear discrimination between these four people. But in Kali Yuga, it got blurred. Chala difficult అయిపోయింది. I think children's nature also, Mataji, if we study the children's nature, we will slowly know what is their nature. Next question. We all are missing our breakfast. Prasadam. Shankar Prabhu, sorry, I'm unable to do anything for that one.
Bring prasadam, Prabhu. Bring prasadam. Bring prasadam, Prabhu.
Yes. Any other questions, Mataji? Pranita Mataji, you said what would be the nature of a woman? What does it mean, Mataji? What is your point of view? Pranita Mataji, are you
Like
there?
yes, Prabhuji. Like
Yes, ma'am.
Prabhuji, as per our Shastras, woman is supposed to take care of her own family, but as per today's, the logistics, if you see, it is completely different. Is it okay, or how it should be? Woman's role should be defined. Like most of the time, because I'm away from my family, I doubt is it what I'm doing is as per dharma of a woman. So
Yeah, you are right, Mataji. But actually, if I give an exact answer as per Shastra, it will become controversial. But luckily, I'm away from any woman online. Nobody can do anything directly. Otherwise, I thought all Matajis will come and beat me up. So, as per Shastra, women were advised to take care of the family. Basically, to take care of children, to take care of the family, give good education, give knowledge, give samskar to the children, and take care of all the needs were the primary duty to given to the woman. But in today's world, it's getting very difficult because nobody is exactly able to follow, and we are not living in our villages. We are all living in cities. And by living in the cities, we end up paying more money. We have to take care of our houses. Cost of education has gone up. Cost of healthcare has gone up. All the costs have gone up. So until husband and wife are working, sometimes it's getting very difficult to pay all the EMIs. So this is becoming life like that one. But honestly speaking, Mataji, if a woman, if a Mataji is very clear, if we are self-satisfied, if we don't have severe pressing financial needs, and if you don't feel disappointed taking care of the family, you can focus on taking care of the family. But taking that advice, some women try to stop their job and they become frustrated. It should not be like that one. It's all based on the nature, Mataji. Based on the nature. Somebody is comfortable to take care of the family, but somebody is not comfortable. They feel like I am socially recognized only if I work. So it is purely a personal choice, Mataji. It's purely a personal choice. whether you are comfortable to be a homemaker. And also because of societal pressures, no, some people look down homemakers. A lot of men also are culprits. 90% of the problems are also because of the men. All these reasons, by looking down people, by considering homemaker as cheap job, meekem panled intlo కూర్చుంటారు, all these kinds of dialogues also have put the woman in a little down position. And now women feel like, no, if I'm a homemaker, I'm missing something in life. I'm losing it. So I need to work. So that pressure has come to the woman. And I have to prove, I have to do something. And also people went into a wrong notion that by earning money, I'm proving that I'm great. One doesn't need to prove themselves only by earning money. But to cut the long story short, Mataji, it depends upon your family situation, Mataji. Financially, you are stable, comfortable. Maybe you can focus on taking care of the family and be in one place. But if there are other pressing needs, we are all under pressure, trying to do different things.
Prabhu, I just want to add one thing, Prabhu.
Yes, please.
Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. One second, Radhika Mataji. Giridhar Prabhu is saying.
Prabhu, I just want to add only one thing with due respect to all women, Prabhu. One is basically fulfilling essential things, essential needs. Other thing is fulfilling the luxury desires. So in case, we can, if we are satisfied with the essential things, Prabhu, I think, we don't have to think about luxury and to pursue that again, like you don't have to actually make money or earn money, whatever it is, forgetting about the real path of Krishna or what is prescribed under the scriptures.
Correct. Yes. Radhika Mataji?
ప్రభుజీ అది ఎప్పుడైతే మనం ఇష్టపడి చేస్తున్నామో అది మన బాధ్యతలు కూడా కరెక్ట్ గా చేస్తున్నాం అన్నప్పుడు స్వధర్మం కింద వస్తుందా, అది పరధర్మం అంటారు దాన్ని?
రాధికా మాతాజీ చెప్పండి.
మన బాధ్యతలు మనం చూసుకుంటూ మన ఇష్ట ప్రకారం చేస్తున్నప్పుడు అది స్వధర్మం కింద వస్తుందా, అది పరధర్మం అవుతుందా?
స్వధర్మే అవుతుంది మాతాజీ. బాధ్యతలు చూసుకోవటం స్వధర్మం. Taking care of the family is స్వధర్మం. Yeah. So actually, if we are in a previous yuga, we don't need to debate about this one. But Kali Yuga in today's 2026.
ఉద్యోగం చేయటం అనేది మనం బాధ్యతలు చూసుకుంటూ కరెక్ట్ గా ఇష్టపడుతూ చేస్తున్నప్పుడు అది స్వధర్మం అవుతుందా, దాని పరధర్మం అంటారా?
పరధర్మం అవ్వదు మాతాజీ. చేయొచ్చు, తప్పలేదు. So, I mean, actually, Giridhar Prabhu got one important point. Very, very valid point. See, today, it's not about one Mataji or one Prabhuji. Generally, I'm telling that we are working towards sometimes, are we working towards fulfilling our desire, needs, or luxuries?
Yeah.
That is the point. Sometimes we are sacrificing so many things for the sake of achieving some luxury. ఏదో కావాలని తప్పించి మనం బేసిక్ థింగ్స్ కూడా వదులుకుంటున్నాం. But if you have contentment, I am okay to be in a 1-bedroom house. I am okay to be in a 2-bedroom house, even though 100 people come and tell me. I remember that, no? When I came back from Europe, I stayed in a rented house. I mean, you will be surprised. Pillali 7 illu marchindannattu. I got married in year 2000. Now it's 2026. I've changed 17 houses. 17 houses I changed. I don't know. Me and my wife on our last wedding anniversary, we are counting how many houses we changed. 17 houses we changed in 26 years. So it was our life. Somehow it was like that one. So as soon as I came back from Europe, I took a rented house. I did not have a problem. My wife did not have a problem. All my relatives, ఏం బతుకురా నీది, ఇన్నాళ్ళు అక్కడ బతికి అద్దెంట్లో వస్తున్నావు నువ్వు. Everybody. I was happy. I was clear why I took a rented house. But everybody put so much pressure on me that I have to immediately buy an urgent house, own house. So it was like that one. So today we are having so much of society pressure, social pressure, people pressure. But internally you have contentment. You are ready to face the people. Amma, naku addillu naku okay. నీకు అంతగా బాధగా ఉంటే ఒక సొంతిల్లు నువ్వే నాకు గిఫ్ట్ ఇవ్వు. You can tell your relatives. నీకు నిజంగా నా మెడ చాలా బోసిగా అనిపిస్తే ఒక 15 కాసుల నెక్లెస్ నువ్వు నాకు గిఫ్ట్ ఈ సంక్రాంతికి తెచ్చివ్వు. నేను అద్దింట్లో నా సంతోషమే. నీకు నా మీద అంత కన్సర్న్ ఉంటే ఒక సొంత ఇల్లు నాకు రేపు ఉగాదికి గిఫ్ట్ ఇవ్వు. So you can ask all the people, if you have that confidence to face the people, if you are contented, I think we all can lead a better quality of life. Prabhuji's and Mataji's, ఇది మనం బయటకు ఒప్పుకోలేకపోవచ్చు, but at least we can accept in our heart. We can lead a better quality of life if we have contentment and ability to face the people. Of course, your spouse also need to support. If husband and wife are not on the same plane also, again, it's a problem. Husband is contented, wife have million desires. You are in trouble. Wife is contented, husband has million desires. Again, you are in trouble. So if you'll be fortunate, we have a spouse who is also compatible with your thoughts. Like my wife supported me so much in my Krishna conscious method. I am able to do something. నీ క్లాసులు తగలయ్యా, సంపు తింటున్నావు, ఒక టూరు లేదు, లేదు సినిమా లేదు, ముచ్చట లేదు, ఎప్పుడు క్లాసులో బృందావన్ అంటావు, ఏ హాలిడే లేదని నాన్న తిట్లు తిట్టింది అనుకోండి. వాట్ కెన్ ఐ డూ అబౌట్ ఇట్? If my wife is supporting, I am able to do Krishna consciousness. I am able to support. Right? So, and Prabhuji's and Mataji's, young families like Kishan Prabhu and all, I know just few young families I'm seeing, that's why I'm telling. You can mold your life in certain way. Because you are all coming at a young age to Krishna consciousness. I always feel like, when I see young people, I don't want to use the word envy. I wanted to say that, I feel very happy. Because you can mold your life in such a way. You can mold your children in such a way. Like little Manya. She's listening to Bhagavad Gita at such a little age. So when she grows up, when she faces difficult situations, she will make decisions based on Bhagavad Gita. So you can mold your life in such a way, and then you can make your life more blissful. Prabhuji's and Mataji's, we are not living for other people. I wanted to end this one. Manom naluguri kosam, we are trying to live always for somebody else. We are leading our life always for satisfaction of somebody else. I know we are living in a society, we are living in some caste, community, people, in-laws, all kinds of things are there. But if we can live for ourselves, that is excellent. And if we can live for ourselves, means living for Krishna. Living for Krishna, living for Bhagavan. There is no shame in chanting. There is no shame in wearing dhoti. There is no shame in putting tilak. There is no shame in doing all kinds of dancing on the street. Many people don't mind dancing in pubs, in weddings. Sangeet, what is Sangeet nowadays? Sangeet means left, right, center, everybody is only dancing until 1 a.m. అంతే కదండి సంగీత్ అంటే. ఇంకేమైనా ఉందా? సంగీత్ అంటే అన్నమాచార్య కీర్తనలు పాడతారా, రామదాస్ కీర్తనలు పాడతారా? అడ్డమైన పాటలు పెట్టుకొని 1 గంట వరకు డాన్స్ చేయటమే సంగీత్. We have no shame in dancing there, but we have shame in dancing in a temple hall or on a street. So we have to change our mind. We have to change our thinking. Forget about what other people are thinking. మన వాళ్ళు కాపాడేవాళ్ళు కాదు, ఉద్ధరించేవాడు కాదు. మన ఉద్ధరించేది కేవలం భగవంతుడు మాత్రమే. Nobody can save us from the clutches of Maya. Nobody can save us from the clutches of birth and death. Only Krishna can save us. So let us not have any shame in working for Krishna. Let us not live for other people who have no influence on us beyond a point. They cannot do anything. Even our own parents cannot do anything. Our own husband and wife cannot do anything when we have reached our final stage.
Hello.
Like last time, one of my boss, he passed away in the airport. They went to holiday in Pondicherry, 6 families. They were sitting in the airport, looking at the pictures on their smartphone. Wow, yesterday we had this, right? Like this, they were enjoying. Suddenly that man passed away, and his wife is a leading cardiologist in Hyderabad. Was she able to save her husband? She was a leading cardiologist in Hyderabad. Don't ask me the names. Was she able to save her husband? No. They were enjoying their scenery movies they were watching. Are ninna akkada bonchesam kada, ninna ikkada unnam kada, ninna ee photo akkada dinga, they were enjoying. It happened like this. Thank you, Prabhus and Matajis. Any more questions or we stop? Thank you. Any other questions which are put there?
No, Prabhu. Done all.
Okay. A gentle reminder to Satyadevata Prabhuji for a satsang at Brindavan. Yes, Prabhu. Thank you. Please don't make it a gentle reminder. Make it like a strong demand so that we will all come here one day and sit in one ashram, sing, chant. Maybe we'll invite some great speakers. You might be listening to just my face all the time. I know very little. There are so many great realized souls. We'll invite them. While they will share more knowledge, you listen, and we'll make our more life blissful. Hare Krishna. Today I'm a little more emotional because of the place influence. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Abhay Charanaravindra Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Vrindavan Dham ki jai, Madhura Dham ki jai.
Hare Krishna, Satya Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Prabhujis and Matajis, for your time and patience. So we have completed our third chapter. So third chapter, and we'll meet again next week. We'll start discussing fourth chapter. I like fourth chapter. Very interesting slokas are there. And now foundation is built. From next week onwards, we can start going little fast. Tak, tak, tak. For every sloka, we don't need to go through detailed explanation unless anybody wanted. Because we have built so much in second chapter, third chapter low, we built a lot of foundational knowledge. So from next chapter, tak, 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 we can start moving like this. I like Shankar Prabhu's this one, huh? Muzzle strong. Hare Krishna. So have a blissful day. And I request again, please chant every day. And please read the Bhagavad Gita slokas, otherwise you will forget them. Please spend some time, read the slokas. Today we discussed 34 to 42. 8 slokas we discussed. Antenandi, how many slokas we discussed today?
Yes, Prabhu.
8 slokas. And we have 7 days to revise. 1 sloka each day. Anta samayam unda andi leda? You all have that much time?
Yes.
So please recite, please read again the sloka and the full meaning. The full meaning given by Prabhupada. And if you did not understand, please underline and post that question during the week. Or ask me next Sunday. Or ask Raghunandana Prabhu. Anything is fine. But just read the whole. If you do not make a habit of reading along with the book, in future you will not open yourselves and read. I have postponed reading Bhagavad Gita for 47 years. I will read. I have postponed for many lives. I don't know that one. But this life at least I have postponed for 47, 48 years. So please read every day for some time. Otherwise, if you think that no, I will read later, that later will never happen. So right now we are going in a systematic way. We are going through sloka by sloka. We are discussing the meaning. We are discussing examples. We are discussing few lines from Prabhupada purport. If you go home and read that now, whatever we discussed in reading will fix that subject into the mind. That's my request once again. Haribol from the Sri Vrindavana Dham, and look forward to meet you next Sunday. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Abhay Charanaravindra Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you all. I am closing the call now. It's I need to go for some more darshan.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you.
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.